for name brand clothing, ranch supplies, deer feeders, grills, home decor, and more. Pilot Point Feed. It's more than just a feed store.
Is your AC struggling to keep up with the Texas heat? Call Capital Mechanical in Pilot Point. From fast, reliable repairs to brand new installations, their licensed pros keep your home cool and comfortable. Trusted since 2001. Capital Mechanical does it right the first time. Call 940-440-1100 today.
Looks like we're back. The Bearcats are taking the field after Palmer did. There we go.
Bearcats have run through the sign. Palmer is on the field as well. And let me tell you, personally, I hope we keep Palmer from the end zone because their touchdown horn, that's
pretty loud. That's pretty loud there, Ryan.
For sure, yeah. So let's hope not to hear that too much. But in the meantime, we're about to step away. Like I said, we're going to go off the mic. We're going to bring you the anthem, and we'll come back for kickoff and all that. First down, Caden David. Is he going to take it all the way? Hunter Newman's going to take this one to the house. 5-point touchdown. He's going to break one and get in the end zone. No warning stopping on that one. He absolutely ran through. Number 64. And kicker. It's not too late to add my name. Great finish to a great run. Getting ready for the coin flip. The captains for the Bearcats tonight are going to be number 18, Caden David, number 13, Garrett Evans, number 55, Preston Atkins, and number 52, Jose Almonger. Captains for the Bulldogs are going to be number 3, Eric Cisneros, number 54, Nate Junkin, number 1, AJ Cisneros, and number 4, Matty Martinez.
Ryan, looks like the Bulldogs are going to be sporting their black jerseys, black pants, black helmets with a white stripe down the middle. They've got their Palmer P logo on one side and the numbers on the other. The Bearcats are going to be in their white jerseys, white pants, white helmets, with numbers on each side of those helmets, Ryan. Looking like a good classic whiteout for the Bearcats here.
Palmer has won the opening toss and has elected to defer, so Pilot Point's offense will be on the field first, ready to try to get on the scoreboard and put that pressure on the Palmer Bulldogs. That'd be a big first step for the Bearcats tonight. They can generate pressure. Before we get started on the broadcast, this is Pilot Point Bearcat Football on pilotpointbearcats.com. Like and subscribe to the YouTube so you get updates and good content throughout the week. But I'm going to step off the mic for the national anthem. And we're back here. Good prayer, good national anthem, and now we're ready for some football.
I'm excited for this tonight, Ryan. We got a big matchup here. Hopefully there's not a lot of scoring from Palmer.
Well, the Bearcats are going to get the ball first with the first opportunity to get in the end zone, so we'll see what they have. I talked about maybe a trick play early from the Bearcats just to see what it's all about here, and see what the Palmer Bulldogs, see if they came to play tonight and what their effort looks like early in this one.
Good flea flicker to start. It's a good set the tone kind of play, I think.
For any of you out there wondering what the weakness of the Palmer team might be, I've heard it's the secondary.
That DB coach, I don't know about him.
For those of you who don't know, Pilot Point graduate Colin McCullough is a secondary coach for the Palmer Bulldogs. He's very proud of his Bulldogs and the work that they're doing, so I wanted to make sure I gave him a little poke. I'm sure he'll listen to this tomorrow.
It's good to see old Kyle.
Kicking off for the Bulldogs, Holden Smith, number 17. Let's see what he can do with it. It's going to be a good kick with an opportunity to be returned. Oh, we're not going to get to return it. It landed at the returner's feet, and Hunter Newman gets down at it at the 20. So the Bearcats offense will have 80 yards to go to start this one.
Ryan, you can't have those mistakes early on in the game. We got to be able to catch those kickoffs and be able to get better field position. Field position is going to be another key to this game.
Probably cost us, just on a safe, conservative guess, about 5 to 10 yards on that return there. But the most important thing is getting on the ball, and now the Bearcats offense is coming out rocking the all-white look. You're right, looks real clean, looks real good.
Definitely good jersey choices for tonight.
Bearcats breaking the huddle here. First snap's going to be under center. Motion left to right. Josh Chumley's going to get the jet sweep around the right edge. He's going to get the edge and some yards. He turns it first down and more. Out across the 40. Over 21 yards on the first down carry for Josh Chumley.
I told you we're going to have to come out and punch him right in the mouth, and that's one way to start the game right there, Ryan.
Putting Josh Chumley on the outside and motioning him across, that's a different wrinkle. That's normally a Hunter Newman spot. But getting your horses the ball in different ways early in a game like this is big. Two-back set for the Bearcats. Garrett Evans is going to pitch it to Chumley going left. Cuts it back up the middle, and he's going to gain about 3 yards before being stopped by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was that first play, Ryan. I don't think I've seen that much speed from Chumley. He caught that edge quick.
Well, he normally is being tasked with running between the tackles.
Right.
That time they got him the ball with momentum getting out there. And you're right, the speed was there. And we're going to set up a 2nd and 8 here. Pitch out to David. David's going to get the right side. He's going to cut it up. He has a seam. 30. He has a chance to go. He breaks a tackle and is struck down at the 10. The Bearcats on the drive to start the game.
They came ready to play, Ryan. We are attacking that right side of the offense there, and we are making some big chunk plays right here.
Definitely talked about if Palmer takes us lightly, we can bite him. This is a statement drive to start the game for the Bearcats, and there are 2 horses, Chumley and David, with the 2 big plays.
Ryan, I don't know I know that Palmer's played some tough opponents to start the year, but if we can put this in, that's going to be some major adversity for them.
Snap. It's going to be a Josh Chumley right up the middle, down to the 1. And boy, we're 80 yards on 4 plays so far for the Bearcats, and we have it 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line for the Bearcats.
Boy, we got out of that Dallas traffic, got on the field, and we're running, Ryan.
Yeah, you'd think the team that's setting traffic would be a slow starter. Boy, the Bearcats are pedal to the metal here. 2nd and goal from the 1. Garrett Evans under center. He takes a snap, and it's going to be a Josh Chumley touchdown for the Bearcats. 6 plays, 81 yards, and a Bearcat touchdown to start the night.
I don't know if you could ask for a better start, Ryan, for the Bearcats.
Boy, 2 big plays, and then you condense the field down to 1st and goal from the 10. Sometimes that's where it gets tough. Took us 2 runs to get in the end zone, and the Bearcats looking to go for 2 here. They're swinging it in, and it looks like they're going to settle for the PAT. I would love to get the 7 points here and get out and see the Bearcat defense if they can match the start from the Bearcat offense. Ooh, Palmer jumps there. That's going to move us up a yard and a half.
That could make an interesting decision here.
Hey,
you see this a lot of times. When you get a penalty on an extra point, the teams tend to go for 2 sometimes.
We'll see if it is on the Bulldogs.
I don't know if we're going to, though.
No, they're calling it on the Bearcats. Well, it's still easily in Torres' range. What an excellent opening drive. Shout out to everybody on both streams. We're going to be able to communicate in the chat, but due to some of the conditions we are with, we don't have all the screens in front of us that we normally do, so we'll be a little bit less engaged in the chats as normal. But the PAT attempt is a line drive, no good, wide left. 10:06 left in the first quarter. Pilot Point 6, Palmer 0.
Looking for insurance coverage you can count on? Shannon Stevens and Hutcherson Insurance Group makes protecting what matters simple, be it business coverage, life insurance, home and auto, or group health. He's got you covered with his personalized service and trusted advice. Call Shannon today at 940-395-1181 to get started.
At TNMP, we power more than homes and businesses. We power communities. From restoring outages to upgrading infrastructure, our teams work around the clock to keep electricity safe, reliable, and ready.
The Torres kick is a deep one, and it's fielded at the 12 by the Bulldogs, trying to get it up the middle. He has a little bit of space. He's going to get the – oh, great tackle before he got the right sideline. Luke Connors on the tackle. Number 10, Keenan Corey on the carry. I think he thought he was about to bust a big one.
Yeah, that looked like a touchdown-saving tackle there, Ryan.
If Luke Connors doesn't get him down there, he gets that sideline, and he may still be running. Our first opportunity to see Eric Cisneros tonight.
Ryan, that offensive line for the Bulldogs looks to be pretty good-sized kids up front. It's going to be an interesting battle for us. We're going to have to win the trenches tonight.
Yes, sir. Breaking the huddle. That's Eric Cisneros right there. He's the key that makes everything go. He's in an empty formation. Running back goes back, and they're going to run him right up the middle on the first play. And this is a good opportunity for the Bearcats to get a hat on him and make him feel their presence. He's going to get about 5.5 yards on the carry, but he definitely took some hits.
Yeah, the Bearcats do a great job of everybody swarming to the ball and jumping in on those piles. Hopefully we can contain this quarterback tonight.
2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. First play, they went empty and just quarterback dive. Lindsey gave us fits with that. This time it's going to be Cisneros and Maddox in the backfield. Motion left to right, and they're going to do the sweep. And Drevion James turns them back in the middle, but big number 1, A.J. Cisneros, spins out of a few tackles and gets a first down. Drevion James came up in a hurry and turned the run back inside, but ultimately couldn't stop him for a Palmer first down.
Yeah, he's a pretty shifty little athlete there. Another touchdown-saving tackle was made there. He was able to cut across the field and almost had some open field to make a long run there, but we were able to wrap him up there for a brief stop.
The 3 names you're going to hear a lot tonight: Eric Cisneros, A.J. Cisneros, and Sutton Maddox for the Bulldogs. Eric takes a snap, dive up the middle, and the Bearcats are going to hit him, hold him to a 2-yard gain, and I believe that was Sutton Maddox right there, number 22 for the Bulldogs.
Ooh, Ryan, I got a little excited there. Whoever the Bearcat was to make the first stop tackle, he had that ball a little loose hanging out. It looked like an opportunity to punch the ball out.
Coach Worrell said that Palmer would give you the opportunity to take the ball away. Let's see if they can capitalize it.
An early turnover would definitely help the momentum for the Bearcats here.
Snap, sprint out right for Cisneros. It's a run all the way. And the Bearcats had a chance to bottle them up for about 1 or 2, but Cisneros and the rest of the Bulldogs are going to create a pile, kind of a rugby scrum, and it's going to set up into a 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, definitely going to have to, like we talked about, keep them off the field here, Ryan. Let's get some 3-and-outs or get these defense off the field and keep our offense on the field as long as we can.
Bearcats doing their best to try to bottle up Palmer in between the edges. Once they do that, they got to make tackles, and they have an opportunity here on 3rd and 3, probably 4-down territory for the Bulldogs, barring a big negative throw.
Yeah, I would imagine that as well, Ryan.
Two backs next to Eric Cisneros, and it's just going to be a quick quarterback dive, and he's going to get the left side, and we can't bring him down at first. We do eventually bring him down out across the 35, and that looks like Chumley on the tackle, saving a touchdown, but the Bulldogs do get a first down into Bearcat territory.
Yeah, he's a pretty fast quarterback there, Ryan. He caught that edge quick.
Well, he had A.J. Cisneros and Maddox in the backfield with him, and they just used those guys as blockers and let their guy go right behind him for a good gain. 1st and 10 at the Bearcat 34-yard line. Full house backfield in the pistol. Motion left to right. And it's going to be a rollout right to pass. Bearcats get pressure. Throw down the field. Big hit by Hunter Newman. Hunter Newman was conflicted for a second. I thought he was going to come get the ball, but instead he made a big hit on number 1, A.J. Cisneros, and he couldn't bring it in.
Well, I bet Hunter Newman's eyes got pretty big there. He's a ball hawk back there for us, and he was ready to make an interception, but decided to make it safe and come up with a pass breakup.
He was reading it all the way, and we might have just seen our first replay of the season. Oh, 5th replay of the game. I've just been watching the live action. You all have got to benefit from it. 2nd down, straight drop, and luckily for Eric Cisneros, there's a whistle blown dead because Michael Marsh was coming in hot, unblocked.
Oh, this is a nice one. It's going to be a false start on the Bulldogs. Back them up a little bit.
Turns into 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. This is what Coach Worrell said on the call, though. They had these opportunities last year, and they could not capitalize.
Definitely got to keep them behind the chains, Ryan.
2nd and 15 from the Bearcat 39. Bearcats looking for a big play here on 2nd down to keep it 3rd and long. Looks like we're going to have single coverage over here on the right side for the Bearcats. They're going to motion trips that way, and they're looking to throw. Pressure for Cisneros. Steps up into a pocket. It's going to be a hole that's coming back. Hunter Newman has a chance, and he can't make the play. It's in the end zone for the Bulldogs, but there's a flag on the play at the area of holding, and it is a hold. The Bearcats get bailed out, but hey, the Bearcats, I didn't get bailed out. They forced the hold there by the pressure they created on Eric Cisneros.
Yeah, our D-line's coming ready to play, Ryan. They're getting after Cisneros back here in the backfield. And actually, Ryan, earlier in that play, you could see where A.J. Cisneros was up the seam wide open, and that pressure caused him to have to delay and roll out a little bit longer to make that pass play, but which ended up getting a hold for us.
Hunter Newman was right there, just past his fingertips, but he gets bailed out by the penalty, and now the Bulldogs are at 2nd and 25. They're going empty here. I'd look for a quick screen pass or a quarterback run. And it's going to be a quarterback run up the middle. Cisneros is going to bounce out the left, and he's going to get the original line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd and 10.
Big play here. Big play here on this 3rd down, Ryan. It'd be nice to be able to get the Bearcats defense off the field. It's been, 10 plays already here?
It's been a good drive for Palma, but 3rd and 10, the Bearcats can force a negative play here. It's going to make the Palmer coaching staff think about what they want to do on a 4th and long.
Ryan, something I've seen from the Bearcats secondary is they're showing press man coverage, and then right before the ball snaps, you can see them kind of bail off to almost roll into a zone coverage. It's a little interesting chess match we got going with the coordinators.
A.J. Cisneros one-on-one at the top, and they're looking to pass. They're looking that way. Pressure from Cisneros. He can't get away. He's spinning. He's backed out past the 50. That's a 16-yard loss on 3rd and 10.
Ain't no way they're going for this 4th down, Ryan.
You're right. 3rd and 10 from where they were. Even if it was an incompletion, 4th and 10, good spot to go for it. Now they're at 4th and forever, and Eric Cisneros, he's got a leg on him for a punt. I watched him punt pregame, and he could put this in the end zone from here.
Well, we'll see what they can do. As long as they're not running an offensive play, let's let them punt. That's all that matters, right?
I'd love to see this leg a handful more times. And low line drive instead of what I said, and the Bearcats are going to field it. That's Ashton Williamson going to get it up to the 23, and the Bearcats get an opening drive touchdown and a defensive stop and have the ball when we come back.
At TNMP, we power more than homes and businesses. We power communities. From restoring outages to upgrading infrastructure, Our teams work around the clock to keep electricity safe, reliable, and ready. We're your neighbors. We're your power. We are TNMP.
At Hometown Pharmacy, you'll get expert service and quality healthcare products fast. Our friendly team helps you find right solutions and equipment that fit your lifestyle. Call Hometown Pharmacy today at 940-686-0123. Hometown Pharmacy.
Big start from the Bearcats, 1st and 10 here. They're going to give it Hunter Newman, and they're going to get the right edge again. And Hunter Newman's going to get the right at the first down. Maybe not all 10, but at least 9 on that first down carry.
Ryan, I'm starting to wonder, did the Bearcats the coaches see something in the film study? We're really attacking that right side of the Bearcats offense, or I guess the left side of the Bulldogs defense here.
We've seen 3 runs that way, and we've got that edge every time. You're absolutely right. Breaking the huddle here, 2nd and 1 for the Bearcats. Garrett Evans takes a snap, but we're going to try to get the left edge. Caden David's going to get around. He's going to turn it up across midfield. He has a chance. He's going to pick up a block from Stuckley. But the A.J. Cisneros tracks Caden David down, but not before another huge gain from the Bearcats.
Ryan, that is definitely one of those player safety rules that have came into play the last couple of years. Stuckley was looking to come back for that blindside block, which would have sprung David for the touchdown, but he had to kind of slow play that, which allowed the defender to make the tackle. But boy, what a play.
Good call out there, because old school football, you see that defender absolutely knocked into next week. Smart play, eye right for the Bearcats. It's going to be a pitch out right. This looks like Ashton Williamson. He's going to get the edge. He turns it up, and the Bearcats walk it in.
What a start, Ryan. I told you we had to come out swinging, and we are dropping haymakers left and right.
Shell-shocked here in Palmer. You know, nobody who showed up to the ballpark tonight expected to see this.
Boy, we are taking that 17-point underdog and throwing it right in their face, aren't we?
Sideline to sideline in the house tonight, expecting to see how good Palmer is. And they're seeing the Bearcats put on a show, at least early. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Lots of football left to be played. Still 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. A little bit of movement on the right side, and the Bearcats are going to get backed up again on this PAT.
We haven't had a penalty on the PAT all year, have we? I don't think we have.
2 in this game. Now, I do want to stress, I don't think the 5 yards last time affected the miss. It was just wide left. Let's see if Torres can rebound and get this one through the uprights.
He's got a great leg on him here.
Distance is not the problem here. Teed up at the 15. Snap, the hold. The kick is up. And this one is through. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pilot Point 13, Palmer 0.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shannon Fuller, proud superintendent of Pilot Point ISD. Here in Bearcat Country, tradition meets excellence. From strong academics to athletics and award-winning ag programs, we're building tomorrow's leaders. Every student matters, and every game is a chance to show our pride. Thanks for supporting Pilot Point ISD. Enjoy the game, and let's go Bearcats!
Step into a world of kids' fashion unlike anything found in this area. The Eclectic Boho, located in the red buildings at the intersection of Liberty Road and Highway 377 in Aubrey, Texas, offers fashion for your kiddos from newborn to 4T. Be sure to make us, the Eclectic Boho, your first stop for all things kids.
Sure, the Bulldogs are shell-shocked here early, looking to get something going. Back deep to receive the kick is Keenan Corey and A.J. Cisneros.
Ryan, these running backs, the bell cows for us, have been very dependable all season for us, kind of like the undergarments the announcer up here that y'all brought in last week had on.
Okay, all right, there we go. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 27. Fair caught that before he even looked down, so the Bearcats benefit. Smart decision in the kicking game. Kick it to somebody less experienced. They just called a fair catch, and now you don't have to cover the kick.
Ryan, if we can get a 3 and out here, boy, I don't know if the Bulldogs will be ready for that.
The Bearcats just keep playing with maximum effort, keep the big play from happening, and anything can result. One back set. Cisneros in the backfield, motion left to right, and it's going to come back with Maddox in the backfield. He dances, makes a Bearcat miss, but they have him bottled up. Trevion James with a big tackle for loss. 5-yard loss on first down.
Yeah, what a start to this drive for the Bearcats.
See how much improvement the Bearcats have made last year, getting Palmer backed up a lot, not able to capitalize. Great start to this drive. Palmer's reeling. They're probably going to look for the Cisneros connection here to try to get them back in it.
I can see that quarterback counter again. They've gone empty set here, Ryan.
A.J. Cisneros is not on the field. Eric's going to take snap, look to pass, throws. He gets a curl right at the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats rally. It was the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be about 6 or 7 yards, setting up a 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs.
Ryan, that wasn't necessarily a hard-thrown ball. I don't know if he can make any more plays like that because these Bearcats corners are chomping at the bit to go after one of those passes.
While that's true, there was not a Bearcat defender anywhere close. I think he was maybe focused on accuracy. Don't get me wrong. I hope he does that to Hunter Newman's side.
I agree.
No A.J. Cisneros on this play either. 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers or trips right. Eric Cisneros drops back, straight drop, looking down the left side or his right side. The ball skipped, incomplete, and you called for a 3-and-out. Palmer's looking like a spot they need to punt here.
One thing that we're going to have to be cautious on is when you have, in 3A, 2A, a lot of times you see these quarterbacks are the punters, so you're going to have to be a little bit cautious of what he can do punting the ball, but surely they're not going to go for this. Would they, Ryan?
Wait, see how much they feel like they're on the ropes. This does look like the punting formation. We'll see what happens, though. Snap. It is a punt. It's high. It's a booming punt, and it's going to bounce at the Bearcat 30 and roll down to the Bearcat 15. We'll take a break and come back on the other side.
Looking for the perfect lawn without the hassle? Perfect Turf has you covered. From expert weed control and premium fertilization to full sod installation and artificial turf that looks lush year-round. We bring the green, so you don't have to. Visit PerfectTurfTX.com for more information.
With over 150 years experience, Chapin Title in Pilot Point is here to help you. When buying or selling your next property, tell your realtor that you want to use Chapin Title for the experience they have and the convenience of being located right here in Pilot Point. You do have a choice, and that choice should be Chapin Title in Pilot Point.
And we're back here with the Bearcats in control, up 13-0 and having no problem getting the edges on the Bulldog defense.
These Palmer Bulldogs got to be on upset alert right here, being down 13-0 early in the game.
Bearcats have the ball at their own 19. It's going to be a pitch right to Caden David, and they get the edge again. Did you say Pickrell?
Yeah, number 12 there, David Pickrell catching the edge.
He's going to get the edge, and we're not going to be able to turn it up like we did earlier, but it's a good positive play ahead of the chains, setting up a 2nd and 2 for the Bearcats.
Ryan, in our pregame show, you talked about spreading out the load of the run for the running backs here, and that's, I believe, the 4th ball carrier we've had on the night.
2nd and 2, 2-back set for the Bearcats, and they're going to go left smash up the middle between the tackles. First down, Bearcats.
Another great run right up the middle there, Ryan.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. Now, a lot of people didn't necessarily want to make the trip all the way out of here, but it's been a good one so far.
It's okay, Ryan. They can always listen to us, and we have had some difficulties here with the technology and the phones we're using. But does look like we have 172 yards on the ground already, and here's another run for us.
Smash left, trying to get the edge. This Chumley again, and he's going to get out across the 30. Didn't look like he got any yardage, but when you look up, he gained 2. And what that tells me is the Bearcat offensive line is moving the Bulldogs backwards. 2nd and the automatic chains here have it at 9. I think they're updating now 2nd and 8. Second and 8, Bearcats break the huddle. Quick to the line. It's going to be a pitch to the right. This is Pickrell again. The Bulldogs set the edge that time, turned Pickrell back inside, and it results, again, it looked like a loss. but it's a positive gain, which means this Bearcat offensive line is moving the Bulldogs into plus territory.
Yeah, we're definitely winning the trenches game early to start this game, Ryan. Ryan, looks like we're averaging 14.6 yards on the ground. We've got 12 carries for 175 yards so far to start this game.
We're under a minute 15 left in the first quarter here in Palmer on this beautiful night for football. I am sure the Palmer coaching staff is scrambling a little here, trying to get their Bulldogs to make a third down stop. The Bearcats are going to have to use a timeout or they get a delay of game. So we're going to get a timeout with them and come back with 1 minute left in the first quarter.
Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital in Pilot Point has served animals in the Pilot Point area for over 30 years. They offer quality, unmatched care for large and small pets, including preventative care, vaccinations, flea, tick, and heartworm prevention. They also provide sick animal care, surgical, and dental needs. Good luck to the Bearcats this season from Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital in Pilot Point, where pets are family.
You work hard every day to provide for yourself and your family. Why not let someone else help you out every now and then? As your local Texas Farm Bureau insurance agency, that's why we're here, for peace of mind and to help you protect what matters most to you. Call Denton County Farm Bureau Insurance at 940-387-8572 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can protect what matters. Life insurance products underwritten by Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
3rd and 8 for the Bearcats. Motion right to left. It's going to be a comeback trap. Caden David, he's only going to get the 35. I think this is probably a good opportunity for a Bearcat punt here.
Ron, this could be a momentum swinger, but it does look like we are sending the punt team out.
And then every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal, PAT, punt. In this situation, firm control of the momentum, the defense playing good. I understand Palmer can feel like they got a win here, but they still haven't done anything on the other side of the ball.
Oh, maybe we can see one of those trick plays we've been calling for tonight, Ryan.
AJ Cisneros back on the field, ready to return the kick. Snap, Torres with the punt. This is a good high spiraling punt, and it's going to hit and take a straight up and down bounce before the Bearcats coverage team downs it at the Bulldog 32. 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Pilot Point 13, Palmer 0.
Life is full of steps. We learn to take small steps and big steps. We take steps toward adventure, to keep growing. Steps to build a future, to discover what's next. This is banking at its best. This is banking forward.
And we're back here, first down. It's going to be an Eric Cisneros trying to get the right edge. He gets a seam. He's looking to make a big play, and he's got one out across the 50 before he's pushed out of bounds. But that's enough for a Bulldog first down into Bearcat territory. And that's probably going to be how the first quarter ends, depending on how quick Palmer wants to get back on the scene.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to end this first quarter up 13-0 here, Ryan. Oh, somebody stopped the clock for them.
Well, it went out of bounds. They'll start the clock on the ready for play. I guess they won't. So Palmer's going to get one more play here. Ball at the Bearcat 48. Cisneros left to right. It's a sweep. And the Bearcats, great tackle by Josh Chumley. We're going to end the quarter on an up note after one here in Palmer. Bearcats 13, Bulldogs 0.
For over 40 years, Chandler Cabinets has been crafting top-quality cabinets with unmatched craftsmanship and innovation. From concept to completion, their award-winning designs bring style and function to every space. Experience excellence built to last. Visit chandlercabinets.net or find them on Facebook. Chandler Cabinets, over 40 years of excellence.
Need a mechanic you can trust? Key Auto in Pilot Point delivers honest, expert repairs without the dealership prices. From routine maintenance to tricky fixes, they get right the first time. Locally owned, highly rated, and always fair. Stop by Key Auto today, where your car and your wallet are in good hands. 608 North Washington Street in Pilot Point.
we're back with the Bulldogs, hoping flipping the direction they're headed might help them out on offense. 2nd and 10 after that. Really, I don't think they should have got another play there. They should have started the clock on the ready for play, but they didn't. So Palmer got one more play, and it was a tackle for no gain. Josh Chumley with the big tackle to end the first quarter. And the Bulldogs are in a position they haven't found themselves in early this year. Straight drop for Cisneros. Now he's rolling around trying to look down the field. This is where he can excel. Broken plays, forcing him down the sideline. He slings it out of bounds. 3rd and 10 for the Bearcats. That's the plays we talked about that have to be terrifying for the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, but the one thing that the Bearcats do, and you see this a lot in the NFL with someone like, I don't want to compare this guy to Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson, you want him to stay more in the pocket, contain him. You don't want him to get a free lane on the outside. And the Bearcats were able to do that. They didn't go too far up the field. They didn't go past him. They didn't get further than his level. And that's going to be a key for the D-line. As we see, they did a great job with that. Coached up very well.
And this might be one of the better coverage teams I've seen the Bearcats put out. Their secondary seemed to be stride for stride with everybody on that one. But the Bulldogs are going to have a chance here on 3rd and 10. It's going to be a pitch to the left. Halfback pass, throwback, and the Bearcats are there.
Sniffed it out.
They got to make the tackle. They finally do. But the Bearcats sniffed it out. And I would have bet $1 million we would have seen the first trick play in this game from the Bearcats, but it came from the Bulldogs who are reeling.
Yeah, Ryan. So a lot of times you want to see the underdog team is the one that's going to do more of the trick plays, just trying to swing the momentum. A lot of times when you see the favorite team trying to do trick plays, they're a little scared.
Down 13-0 at home.
Yeah, they're trying to make a big play, and the Bearcats, we're ready for that. Man, I am impressed with these Bearcats athletes, but also the coaching staff. These Bearcats are coached up, ready to go.
And before this 4th down decision, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. So we'll take a break, come back and see what they decide to do. 4th down.
Hey football fans, this is Laura Bradley, broker-owner of SouthernLifeLiving.com, a real estate brokerage located right here in Pilot Point, Texas. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, our firm has several experienced agents to guide you through every step of the process. We want to be your go-to source for all of your real estate needs. Please visit our website at SouthernLifeLiving.com, or you can reach me, Laura, the broker-owner, at 940-390-3911.
Hey Bearcat fans. You're probably asking yourself right now, don't I know that voice? Yes, it's Terry Slay, the voice of the Pilot Point Bearcats, and have been for over 35 years. But more importantly, the Slay family has been serving the communities of Lake Ray Roberts in the funeral business. If you find yourself in need of a funeral home, please call us at Slay Memorial Funeral Center, and we'd be honored to take care of your family.
Breaking the timeout, we'll see what the Bulldogs do here. 4th and 5 from the Bearcat 43.
Whoa.
Big decision from the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs looked a little deflected walking off the sideline there, Ryan, before that timeout.
This is an offensive set here. Looks like the Bulldogs are going for it. 4th and a long 5. Straight drop for Eric Cisneros. He throws a slant.
Broken up. Oh, no.
No way.
No, that was textbook corner play right there.
Oh, the Bulldogs get bailed out. Oh, my. Hunter Newman, what a defensive play. And they get him for a hold. The replay, he had his hands on him. I didn't see a jersey pull. I didn't see interference. They called a hold. Really bailed the Bulldogs out there because that was an excellent play.
I don't like that flag at all, but what a great replay over here. Chance of striking up a nice replay. I think it's probably his 10th one of the night.
Full house pistol formation for the Bulldogs. Take the snap, straight drop back, immediately pressure, steps up, slings it down to the Bearcats. Intercepted! Get a block down the right side. That looks like Ashton Williamson. It is out to the Bearcat 25. We're going to get a replay. Eric Cisneros just throws a pop-up, and Ashton Williams calls everyone off. catches it and returns it out to the 25. So the Bulldogs get bailed out on the 4th and 5, and Eric Cisneros immediately follows that up by gift wrapping one to the Bearcats.
Boy, that looked like a better punt than this first one, Ryan, but worked out in the Bearcats' favor for sure. That would have played.
I believe what they call an arm punt, but you usually try not to do that on first down.
Yeah, that's not advised. I've never been a coach, but I probably wouldn't do that.
1st and 10 at their own 25 for the Bearcats. Breaking the huddle quickly, 2 backs behind Garrett Evans. And we're going to pitch it out to the left. That's Drevion James up the seat. He's gone.
You are not catching that guy.
The Bearcats follow up the big interception with a 75-yard touchdown, and there is pandemonium in Palmer.
These fans are dejected out here. They don't know what's going on. Look at this replay. He hit that gap so fast. He looked like John running to the Thanksgiving table.
2 pulling linemen, hits the numbers, and is gone. Bearcats expand the lead to 3 scores here early in the second quarter. This will shake up the landscape in District in 3A Division 1. 2-point conversion, snap thrown over. The Bearcats convert. Number 5 Carter Law gets it in. 10:25 left in the second quarter. Bearcats 21, Palmer 0.
Nick's Italian Restaurant in Pilot Point serves authentic New York-style pizza, fresh pastas, and other Italian favorites, all based on his family recipes from Queens, New York. Nick will always treat you like family, whether you dine in, take out, or cater. Taste the tradition and feel the hospitality at Nick's Italian in Pilot Point.
Ready for a smile that you truly love? At Pilot Point Dentistry, we provide friendly, personalized care for the whole family, right here in Pilot Point. Come join our dental family and experience expert care with a personal touch. Call us today at 940-686-2201.
With over 40 years experience, DC David Construction LLC delivers expert craftsmanship in metal buildings, cement work, remodels, painting, and more. Big or small, every job is done with professionalism and pride. Fully insured and ready to quote. Call 940-390-8656 today.
Boy, I'm feeling the juice up here tonight. If I was on that Bearcat sideline, I'd be pacing up and down barking. Not let up. Don't let up. Keep the pedal to the metal.
Ryan, I think we got some pandemonium in Palmer tonight.
That's where we're at right now. See how Palmer reacts. Another pooch kick. This time they're going to come up and return it. Oh, it's muffed. And the Bearcat coverage team makes a tackle. Oh, no, they don't. Woo. Good thing the Bearcats rallied to the ball because they had 2 guys with the opportunity to make the tackle. Didn't get it done, but ultimately a few more Bearcats show up and finish them off.
Ryan, we're swarming to the ball. All 11 hats to the ball all night. We came out ready to fight.
Need to get a stat check here in a minute of what the rushing yards look like for the Bearcats early, because I'm sure the number is probably way bigger than Palmer anticipated allowing on the whole night to the Bearcats.
James has got a good average, 1 carry for 75 yards. We're already up to 253 on the ground, Ryan.
Holy moly. Eric Cisneros handoff to Maddox. Maddox is going to get up the middle and upfield, and he has a chance. He's going to get it out across the 40. Great effort, Drevion James and Luke Connor. Don't quit on the play. And, hey, if you don't let them go the length of the field in one play, you give them more opportunities to make a mistake. We saw that on the last drive. The Bearcats just got to keep making tackles.
Ryan, looks like the stats we got here. 14 carries for the Bearcats, 253 yards on the ground, averaging 18 yards a carry, Ryan.
Shocking for the Bulldogs. 2 receiver right look, and they're going to drop straight back to pass. Cisneros looking downfield, has time, scrambles left. He throws it, and a good tackle coming up, Luke Connor, but that was a good completion. Number 17, Holden Smith on the reception. Eric Cisneros had all day to throw on that one.
Yeah, that was one of the times tonight, Ryan. We haven't got a great pass rush. It gave him a little bit too much time, and he was able to find an open receiver.
The Bulldogs trying to build something. They've had drives where they've collected first downs, but the Bearcats have always found a way to buckle down, or Palmer's had a holding or a big negative play of some sort. A lot of space here for these 2 receivers to work on the far right side of the Bulldog offense. They're going to motion that way, and Cisneros is going to come out the other side with a run and trying to get him down. That's one of those plays where Ashton Williamson comes up and slings him down. He doesn't go down, and you saw that ball get loose from the body.
Man, we need to channel our little Peanut Tillman plays in here and knock that ball out, Ryan. That thing's sticking out there.
Another Bearcat defender rallied a little quicker. Might have had a chance to force it out. 940 Game Day checking in on the Facebook chat. We see the eyes. A lot of football left here, but the Bearcats have been sticking it to the Bulldogs early. Trips right for the Bulldogs. Maddox next to Cisneros. And it's going to be a drop back. Rolling out right, escapes the pocket. Now he's pressured, cuts it back, and he's going to sling it across to his brother. He drops it. He heard the footsteps. Lane F. He was coming.
Yeah, he got a little scared there, Ryan. That's another one of those deals where we gave him just a little bit too much time. We need to keep him uncomfortable in that pocket.
Eric Cisneros did a great job there of buying time, creeping up in the pocket, but keeping his eyes downfield. He delivered a strike to his brother, but ultimately dropped because he saw the defender coming.
One thing that the Bearcats have done great all night, Ryan, is just keeping them in third and long distance. I know it's only 3rd and 6 here, but that's still a long ways to go.
Even balanced spread formation with A.J. Cisneros there in the slot. And it's going to be a drop back to pass, and he's looking for Cisneros deep. He lifts it up, and the flag's going to come out, and that one was more deserved than the one on Hunter Newman earlier. I don't know if y'all saw the telestrator. I circled A.J. Cisneros there before the play, and he beat his man off the line of scrimmage, and his brother Eric can put that out further. He walks in, but the underthrow helps him draw the flag, and they're going to get another first down due to a defensive penalty.
Yeah, Ryan, we're going to have to mitigate these penalties on the Bearcats. We're going to have to play a little bit better coverage on deep balls like that. That's tricky, though, for a corner that's let a receiver behind him. He's just running to catch up and just throwing his hands up and unfortunately runs into the guy.
Snap, Cisneros looking to pass. He's going to have some time. Again, he's going to throw the ball down to his brother, caught inside the 5, sidesteps, and he's going to walk in. So the only thing that changed on that drive is not getting any pressure on Eric Cisneros. You can only ask the Bearcat coverage team to cover for so long. They're in good position, but with the constant scrambling all the time, the Bearcats have to get back to pressuring the quarterback if they want to continue to be successful defensively.
Yeah, Ryan, he's like we talked about in the pregame show. If you drop back and play coverage and give him time, he can pick your zone coverage apart. And it's also hard to cover for 8 seconds as a DB.
The snap is good. The kick is good. 8:07 left in the first half. Pilot Point 21, Palmer 6.
Hi, I'm Greg Pelzel. Here at Pelzel Printing, we do custom embroidery, custom screen printing, and promotional product. You can reach Greg Pelzel at 940-453-5443. Go Bearcats.
And we're back here after the first Palmer Bulldog touchdown of the night. I'm sure it has to be a little weight lifted off of their shoulders, but they have to do what the Bearcats have done and follow up a score with a stop if they want to get back in this game.
Yeah, Ryan, the Palmer, you don't want them to get any taste of momentum right here, so another Bearcat scoring drive would help deflate that momentum, that little taste of momentum they've got right now.
Teed up for the Bulldogs, number 17, Holden Smith. It's onside. It's not going to go 10. And the Bearcats grab it. Boy, that was gutsy. But if he hits that with a little bit more speed, He might have taken that back.
That was dangerous. That, man, what great field position the Bearcats are going to have here.
I don't know if I said it out loud in my head. I was thinking the Bearcats special team need to keep their head on a swivel right here. That's a high risk, high reward for the Bulldogs because now you need a stop. And you've given the Bearcats the ball on your own side of the 50.
Ryan, it's like we talked about earlier, the bigger team here coming out doing trick plays, getting a little nervous. And that one didn't go in their favor.
We talked about this. How are they going to react being in the game, especially when they probably didn't expect this tonight. Bearcats under center. 2-back set. Chumley hits it hard up the middle. And I saw the ball loose from the body. Doesn't look like there's a scramble for it. The Palmer Bulldog is down at the bottom of the pile. 5 yards on first down. We're going to get a break while they attend to the injured Bulldog.
Pilot Point, your new hangout is here. Moto and Latte, where coffee meets community. From handcrafted espresso to fresh roasted beans, it's the fuel to your road ahead. Come and see us at 110 East Liberty Street in downtown Pilot Point.
At Texas Elite Cheer and Tumble, we offer something for every child, starting at age 3. Preschool classes to elite tumbling, every class is packed with energy, encouragement, and skill building. Kids tumble, jump, and learn in a safe, exciting environment where all abilities are welcome. Join the gym where confidence is built and every child shines. Your journey starts here at Texas Elite Cheer and Tumble.
And we're back here. Bearcats 5.5 yards on the first down carry. Josh Chumley, he just hits the line of scrimmage so quickly. It's just so hard to pick him up.
Yeah, the only way to stop a runner like that is you have to have penetration and stonewall the offensive line. But boy, he is hitting the ground running with a full head of steam, Ryan.
Injured Bulldog is up and getting off the field under his own power. Good to see him. The Bearcats are back in business trying to answer the Palmer drive with one of their own. The path to the Bulldogs getting back in it is getting those long touchdown drives or big plays and following it up with stops. And the Bearcat offense, the key to keep staying in control, keeping the ball on the ground, keep reeling off chunks, get this clock rolling, and putting it back in the end zone. 7.5 minutes to go. Snap. Chumley on the right side. He cuts it up to the 35 before being brought down almost at the line to gain. Looks like it's going to be a third and they're waving him across. First down, Bearcats.
Ryan, I'm kind of conflicted here. The Bearcats have been explosive all night, but I'd like them to play a little bit slower on this drive. Let's run the clock. Let's get 6 on the board and not let the Bulldogs get the ball back before half, because they do get the ball to start the second half as well.
Saw the 6-3A scores there with Whitesboro up a touchdown on Dallas Oak Life. It's the only one I was able to see in time. I think Pottsboro was up. Full house backfield, pitch left to Newman. He's going to cut it up. He's going to get out across the 30, jumps over a man, and ultimately picks up what looks to be 5 yards on the first down. Hey, if we can keep reeling 5 yards on first down on the ground, this clock's going to get away from Palmer at some point.
Yeah, we're definitely staying ahead of the chains, Ryan. I think our average is unfortunately dropped just a little bit, only 15.8 yards to carry right now.
2nd and 4 here, ball at the Bulldog 28-yard line. It's going to be a sweep to Newman. Newman's going to get the left side up across the 20. 15, jumps over a man, pushed out of bounds. Bearcats are in the red zone again. First down at about the Bulldog 13-yard line. We're threatening.
You know, Ryan, I don't know. This D coordinator for Palmer has got to be pulling his hair out right now, because we talked about the Bearcats early in this game, hitting the right side of the offense. We're hitting the left side now. He doesn't know which way we're throwing. We're hitting them with the right and hitting them with the left.
The way we're able to get the edge is a testament to the athleticism of this Bearcat offensive line. To the line of scrimmage quick, pitch right. This looks like Caden David. He's going to get across the 10, across the 5. Touchdown, Bearcats!
What a run, hitting that right side, rumbling and stumbling, catching the corner pylon there for David.
What an answer for the Bearcats, responding to the touchdown from Palmer. And Palmer realizes, if they didn't realize it before right here, they have to realize now. This Bearcat team may be more for real than any of one of us thought before going into tonight.
Yeah, we are definitely catching the Bulldogs sleeping coming into this game.
Well, I was assured that was not the case going into the week, that these guys would be ready. And the Bearcats sticking it to them here. The PAT snap is low. Caden David does an excellent job getting on the tee, and the kick is good. 6:10 left in the first half. Pilot Point 28, Palmer 7.
Champion Equipment is more than just an equipment company. For 25 years, Champion Equipment has served the Pilot Point community with top quality rentals, sales, and service. Led by Champ Walker and his son Michael, they will help you find the right solution for any project. From construction to landscape, Champion offers reliable equipment and expert advice. Locally owned and proud to support the Pilot Point Bearcats.
Hey Pilot Point, it's Chance Kirby with Direct Real Estate. I know in this market you need accurate local information to help you make wise decisions for you and your family. That's why I created the Lake Ray Roberts Real Estate Report. It provides you valuable insight specifically focused on our market. This is not a generic DFW-wide report that none of you can use. It's actual, local, timely information that you need. Please scan the QR code to subscribe. Now let's get you back to the game.
And we're back here. Big response from the Bearcats after that first Palmer touchdown. But I do want to stress, Palmer is the number 5 team in the state for a reason. Don't let this fool anybody. They are a dangerous football team. There's a lot of football left to be played. Torres' kick is going to be fire, caught at the 20. He motioned for it. Well, I'm not going to be too harsh on him, but that's a penalty what he did.
Yeah, that should have been a flag. Right?
But he fair caught it. Ball's going to be placed at the 20. What I meant when I said that's a flag in college football or the NFL, if you reference fair catch and then you catch the ball and you simulate running, which he was not running when he caught the ball, but he definitely accelerated after he caught it. I'm just saying it could have been called, but the Bearcats the Bulldogs are going to be forced back at their own 25-yard line. I thought he caught it at the 20.
Yeah, do we have you?
Oh, it's fair catch.
Fair catch.
You get the ball at the 30.
Yeah.
Left hash for the Bulldogs. Eric Cisneros in the backfield, looking for take the snap, drop back to pass. He's pressured, screen, batted down! Big time play there by number 6, Jason Rangel. Not getting it past him.
Ron, I got to take notes. That's how you stop the screen right there. You don't get too aggressive running back at the quarterback. You kind of slow play it, watch him to get ready to throw, jump up and knock that ball down. What a play.
So on the screen play, Luke Connor was down here. It would have been an open field opportunity to make a tackle. He was in position, but if he doesn't make the tackle, it could have been a big play for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs going to run the ball with Maddox, trying to find some room. Nowhere to go. Brought down after 1.
Oh, man, another 3rd and long for the Bulldogs, Ryan.
Looks like F and Chumley team up on the tackle, helped by the Bearcat interior defensive lineman, not giving Maddox a clean hole.
Ryan, we talked earlier in the game that this Bulldog offensive line will look to be pretty big. But boy, the Bearcats are winning the trenches early in this game.
Great effort would beat size, and this Bearcat defense is playing with excellent effort. 5.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, I'd be looking right here, the brother connection in the slot. They've got us deep once before, and they're going to look that way on the pass, a post or a corner, and it goes right to him. Seemed to be a coverage bust. We had 2 receivers way over the top and nobody there for the corner.
Yeah, that's one way to pick apart the zone coverage. I believe cover 3 there, Ryan. Kind of got a hole in the corner going deep, and the linebacker covering the flat. You kind of got to pick that cover 3 apart.
All those years of Madden finally paying off.
Who said O-linemen didn't know football?
Just don't know how to stop screens. That's it.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. 5 minutes, 17 seconds left. Full house pistol formation. Oh, no, that's Maddox. He's going to throw to Eric Cisneros, and Eric Cisneros breaks a tackle. He has an opportunity to make some things happen here. The Bearcats rallying. Boy, Coach Worrell was right. When he shuffles and he makes jump cuts, that ball comes apart from the body.
Yeah, that was a different play. We hadn't seen that all night. I thought it might have been a trick play. Maybe they were looking for I don't know if you call that a halfback pass, but But he decided to take it and run and got a pretty big gain.
They've ran that formation plenty of times, but Sutton Maddox, the backup quarterback and the starting running back, lined up at quarterback, threw it to starting quarterback Eric Cisneros, and it looked like it might be a pass, but I think it was a run all the way. They're going to go to Maddox on the left side. Nowhere to go. Rangel there. Michael Marsh there. Lane F there. Martinez there.
I heard of Bearcats, Ryan. I heard of Bearcats on that tackle.
Bearcat defense getting after it. And a 1 yard loss on that carry. You know, Coach Worrell was really concerned about Maddox, thought he might be the overlooked member of the Bulldogs offense, and we've bottled him up to this point. A tight bunch formation here in the shotgun. And it's going to be a rollout right, and they're going to have Cisneros in the flat. Pickrell can't make the first tackle, and I believe that might be Newman who's going to run him out of bounds. That was a good play design to get a ball to your athlete in space on the run.
Yeah, definitely hard to cover a bunch like that. AJ Cisneros was able to get to the flat pretty quick and be open, and David Pickrell got hit with a little tough stiff arm there.
Good stiff arm by the younger Cisneros. 1st and 10 from the 12 for the Bulldogs. Trips left, empty set, 5 wide receivers. We're probably going to get motion, or we're going to get a quarterback run here. Then we're going to get a quarterback run right up the middle. Sidestep, spins out, jump cut, and he's going to, you know what? If he wants 4 yards, but he's going to take 5 hits, those are going to add up through the course of the night.
I'm just waiting for a Bearcat to punch that ball out. It is sticking out there like a loaf of bread.
It's got to be enticing for the aggressive defensive line. Josh Chumley, Caden David. I believe one of those 2 guys are going to come away with a fumble here soon.
Hopefully
it'd be
it's
nice
on this drive
here in the
right
red
here.
zone. Eric Cisneros straight drop the pass, looking left. He's going to throw the corner just outside the outstretched arm of a younger brother, AJ Cisneros. Had a little bit of space there. Good coverage by Ashton Williamson.
Yeah, we had great coverage there, Ryan. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure, though, but we did bottle him up. He didn't have really much room to catch the edge, so him take off on a quarterback run there. So great job by the Bearcats.
Palmer is not afraid to throw the ball. They've thrown the ball effectively at points this year, but they want to run the ball. We've all but talked them out of giving the ball to Maddox lately. Cisneros, the punishment is piling up. Lots of straight back drops to pass. Surprising to see in the red zone. Pistol formation here. No, regular shotgun, bunch trips right, motion left to right, quarterback sweep to the left. Oh, they're looking for a shuffle pass, and Cisneros reverses field, cuts it up, and that's an excellent play by their star player. The Bearcats look like they had it bottled up. He reverses field and gets them in the end zone.
Yeah, all of our penetration had us running to the left side to make a stop there. I thought we were going to be able to, but he was able to sneak back on, to the right and fortunately getting the touchdown.
It's no secret he's the star of the show, and that was a big play. The Bearcats did have the original play design bottled up, but he was able to reverse the field and get him in the end zone. And they're set up for the PAT. The snap is hold, the kick is up, and it is through. 3:31 left in the first half. Pilot Point 28, Palmer 13.
Point Bank is proud to support the Pilot Point Bearcats football season. Open your free e-checking account. No monthly service charge, no minimal balance. Just enroll in e-statements and show your Bearcat pride with the custom Point Bank school logo debit card. Visit pointbank.com to learn more. Point Bank, it's not just banking, it's point banking. Member FDIC.
Hey there, Bearcat fans. While the Bearcats are headed toward the goal line every weekend, Raceway Ministries is at speedways all across the country, serving and sharing the good news of God's hope in Christ. Want to know more? Head over to racewayministries.org. And meanwhile, go Bearcats.
And we're back here, 3:31 left in the first half. A surprise to most. Bearcats 28, Palmer 14. And at this point, if Palmer just wants to keep trading touchdowns, we're in good shape here. 3:31 left in the first half. I just don't think we give the ball to Palmer back this half unless we've got points on the board.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be tough, Ryan. Kind of same thing I talked about last drive. These Bearcats are explosive, and we've shown we can take one play for 75 yards.
Hey, listen,
never know.
I don't mind giving them the ball back with a minute and a half if we've scored points.
for sure.
I don't want to give it back to him without points. This is not an onside. This is going to be fielded and caught at the 23. Returning up the Bearcat sideline, makes one man miss, and now carrying a pile out to about the Bearcat 39, where the Bearcats are going to come out with another opportunity to respond to a Palmer touchdown.
Ryan, I've got some stats here on Cisneros. Looks like he's thrown for about 79 yards, and he's got 69 yards on the ground. So he's been the main one in the stat sheet, looking that he's their special athlete. I don't know if there's anybody else that's really stood out on the stat sheet so far.
On the stat sheet, maybe not. His brother AJ definitely has stood out on the field, making some things happen. But you're right. With Eric is, we knew it coming in. He's the engine to this whole thing. And he showed why on plays like that touchdown at the end of the last drive. Bearcats 1st and 10. They're going to run the power smash up the middle. Chumley going to get out across the 45, and we're just hammering away. 7 yards on 1st down.
Man, he almost took that to the house, Ryan. Looks like one defender was able to luckily wrap him up there.
I said it earlier, we're going to step away for a break with a down.
This is James Floyd, owner of Custom Roofing and Construction. We have been helping folks in the Pilot Point area for over 15 years with over 140 projects to date. We are a local company, family owned and operated. If you are unsure of your current roof condition, just reach out to us for a free inspection. And go Bearcats.
Does your lab want a swimming pool? Does your Maine Coon want that window in the sun? How much space do your horses need? Maybe you're shopping for future chickens or a mini cow. Whatever you or your pet's home buying needs are, Whitney Delcourt at Lake Country Lifestyle Real Estate is ready to help you find it. Call Whitney today at 214-724-1607 or visit her website at lakecountrylifestyle.com.
Are you ready to buy a home? Call Chase Pearson at Supreme Lending. Fast closings, expert advice, and personal service that will make the mortgage process easy. Whether you're buying or refinancing, Chase gets it done. Call him today at 972-559-0952.
And the Bearcats in with their sixth possession of the game. So far, they're for 4 for 5 on possessions with touchdowns. Quick math quiz. What percent is that, Nordy?
80.
Got it! Woo! Woo!
Pilot Point education coming in clutch.
2nd 3 pitch right. Going to get the numbers, turn it up across the 50, and that's enough for a Bearcat 1st down. And as much as we like the big play touchdowns, I don't mind the 1st downs and letting this clock run, and then we punch it in the end zone with little time left.
You know, Ryan, all these people on the internet that likes to set scores on high school football, I don't know what the over-under was set at, but John Little in the chat says take the over.
Pitch left, Caden David. He's going to get the numbers. He's going to turn it up down the sideline, and we're going to get another flag on the Bearcats. This is going to be a hold out 8 or 9 yards up the field. So this is going to be one of those classic 1st and 9 after a hold, because it was down, maybe 1st and 11. But the clock keeps running. After they start the play from the ready to play, I imagine the Bearcats will take this to the 2-minute timeout. And we'll see where they spot it. So I think I called it spot on. 1st and 8 for the Bearcats here after that hold. But the clock's going to run, and I believe we're going to take this. I hope we take this to the 2-minute timeout. We're coming out of the huddle. Now we're slow playing it. Well, who knows? Garrett Evans under center. Snap. We're going to run it. That might come back to bite us there. Have the opportunity to get it to the 2-minute timeout. Instead, we try to run the play, and we get pre-snap motion. So backing us up 5 is going to be 2nd and 13, and we might be forced into running this play.
Ryan, I think we've been pretty close on some of those tonight. We're very eager on offense right now, and that's the first time we've been called for that false start.
That's not what we wanted to see. 2-minute timeout here in Palmer with the Bearcats holding a 28-14 advantage.
In 2014, Uppercut Granite was founded with a mission to provide the highest quality fabrication and installation services to home builders, homeowners, and commercial contractors in the DFW and Southern Oklahoma areas. With more than 50 years of combined experience in the countertop fabrication industry, the partners of Uppercut Granite possess the skills and expertise necessary to complete even the most difficult projects. Visit Upcrack Granite Showroom at 1235 Jakes Lane in Pilot Point, Texas, or call 940-765-3525 to schedule an appointment. Bill Bearcats.
Serving Pilot Point since 1878, the Post Signal is your trusted source for hometown news. From local sports and school events to community milestones, we cover what matters most. Stay connected and subscribe today at postsignal.com.
One of the few times the Bearcat offense has been behind the chains tonight. Now, with what our average per play, which shouldn't be a problem, but getting behind the chains can always present problems if you don't reel off a big gain.
Ryan, with our average tonight, we'd get a first down on this 13-yard because we're averaging 14 yards a carry.
Mr. Math, the wizard. Snap. It's going to be a pitch. Looks like Drevion James. He's going to get the outside. And Nordy's right. It's going to be a first down plus up. He shifts back, and he's going to be drugged down inside the 30. That's my math wizard right there giving us the call and a Bearcat first down.
Man, they keep making me look like I know what I'm doing up here.
Nortradamus. That's going to be the new nickname for Nordy. Nortradamus.
If that sticks, boy.
1st and 10 from the 25. Ooh. A little bit of confusion from the Bearcat wing backs. Garrett Evans called for the motion, and it looked like both wing backs flinched. One wasn't supposed to, and it's going to back the Bearcats up. We're going up. There's going to be a big difference between up 14 at half versus 21 because Palmer gets the ball to start second.
For sure. We got to definitely capitalize on this drive here and put 6 on the board, Ryan. 6 or 7. My wife's been telling me to say that. I'm sorry. I had to.
Jeez. 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 30. Man, what does this come to? What was that? Why would they be backing up the Bearcats anymore?
Maybe they're not math wizards.
They're not. They're putting the ball down ready for play. And now the Bearcats going to have it 1st and 10 at the 30. Now they have 2 timeouts, but the clock might, they need to manage this well so they can get points for the half. Pitch right, trying to get the edge, Caden David. They're going to call another flag on a hold out there on the edge, and that's one I don't know about. I would like to see it again just to see. Point of attack. I know there was some business happening there, but I thought our offensive lineman was between the defender and the ball carrier, and I didn't feel like he was in a disadvantaged position. The long version of the replay here. Put chance on the spot, impromptu. We're going to circle the point of attack.
Ryan,
right there. There. I don't believe that was a hold at all. I believe our guy was getting pushed to the ground. That wasn't a hold. But the average will be tested here. This is going to be, flea flicker. Throw it to Hunter Newman.
Oh,
there's a flag.
We got a pass interference.
It's intercepted, but it may come back.
We definitely got a pass
here for
interference
the Bulldogs. Number 2, Jonathan Ventura. He's going to run it out of bounds. Let's see if the Bearcat can benefit from a penalty here on the Bulldogs.
Ryan, looks like we got another flag here on the 40-yard line. I'm not sure who they're going to throw that on. And these referees are throwing more than the Bearcats tonight.
I just would hate for that to be on the Bearcats, because if it's on the Bulldogs, the interference is going to give the Bearcats an automatic first down unless the second penalty is on the Bearcats. Then it's going to be offsetting. So we'll see what the calls are. It'd be much better if both calls were against the Bulldogs to give the Bearcats the automatic first down. Both flags on Palmer. So the Bearcats, it doesn't matter which one they take, it's going to give them an automatic first down here.
First down with 45 seconds to go.
Well, now, the concern isn't necessarily giving the ball back to Palmer minus a turnover like we just had. It's, can we get it? We have 2 timeouts. Torres has a great leg. Bearcats got to escape this half with points. But after seeing what I just saw, I might be concerned to put it in the air in this moment.
Yeah, I'd rather take 6 here, Ryan, than 3. Math adds up a little bit better for the Bearcats.
Really leaning into the math thing here.
I was practicing on the way here doing my formulas.
First
Formulas and
10 from
formations
the
all night.
Palmer 29-yard line. I'd like to see another one of those 14, 15-yard carries for the Bearcats. And it's going to be a pitch left. Pickrell's going to kind of not a whole lot of room there. Going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Pilot Point timeout. 39 seconds left. We'll come back and see what the Bearcats can do with it.
For nearly 50 years, Mark's Body Shop has provided auto body repair to North Texas. They offer hail, dent, auto collision, and other services right here in Pilot Point. You can count on their certified technicians for complete collision repairs to make your vehicle look just like new. Need auto body service? Visit them at 1112 North Highway 377 in Pilot Point or call 940-686-5194 for a free same-day quote.
Here at Sideline to Sideline, we love to talk 3A football.
Hartsboro, then Pilot Point, but Pilot Point might make it with, Chad's been up there. Now this is his, second year. They could slip into the second or third spot.
Hey, they upset Mahey in the first round of the playoffs last year. We also talk 4A and 2A. So check us out each and every week, Sideline to Sideline.
And we're back here. Big decision for Coach Worrell. He's made, I'd say, all the right decisions to this point tonight, but this will be the biggest of the game. A big difference between 14 and 21 points going into halftime, considering Palmer gets the ball to start the second half. Let's see what he has up his sleeve here. 2nd and 10 at the Palmer 29. 39 seconds left in the half. The Bearcats still have one timeout in their pocket. It's going to be a pitch left. Ashton Williamson going to break some tackles, carry some Palmer Bulldogs down and out of bounds. That's going to set up a 3rd and short, and we're on the edge of field goal range.
Yeah.
It is, I think, the 30, which is a 40-yarder. We're right there. 7 yards from where the ball's placed is a 40-yarder. We are on the edge of the Torres field goal range. 4 yards to go on this 3rd down. Wind is at the Bearcats' back, which can help the kicking game. But let's see if the Bearcats can end this half with a different type of kick, and that being a PAT. It's going to be Caden David around the right edge, and he's going to get it to the 20, and that's it. And if I'm Coach Worrell, I'm going to take it down to just a couple seconds left, and we're going to bring Torres out for the kick. That's what I would do. And that seems to be where we're trending with the clock running 4th and short. This will be not the very edge of Torres's range, but out there. And what I've seen from Torres is he definitely has the leg, but sometimes kickers try to kick the ball maybe too hard, and I've seen kicks that don't cover this distance from him. But you see most of his PATs, he boots those things.
Well, and Ryan, it all starts with the snap. On that last PAT, we kind of had a little rough snap. It was a little low, so the exchange is going to be key. The snap, the exchange, the hold, all this is going to take account into this kick. I mean, I know the distance is a huge factor, but it all starts with the front and the snap. So.
We are going to be on the right hash. I believe Torres is a righty, so he has to pull it a little. 2 seconds left. I tell you, if the Bearcats can get 3 going into half, they will be thrilled by getting points and not giving Palmer the ball back before the end of the half. So we'll see what we have here from Torres. Looks like it's officially going to be marked.
Ryan, maybe the stats guy that set who was the underdog. Maybe he got backwards. Maybe we can add 3 here and Bearcats be up 17.
37-yarder for Torres. Right hash, snap, hold. The kick is up. It's long enough. It sails through. They're at halftime here in Palmer. Pilot Point 31, Palmer 14. Both teams are going to go to the locker room, and if you're the Bulldogs, you have to wipe it. If you're the Bearcats, don't sit down. Keep moving, keep fresh, be ready for the second half. We're going to get a break here from Palmer. We're going to get a replay on this beautiful kick, and this might have been good from Brandon Aubrey range.
Oh, right. Oh, that's
right hash, too. I mean, look at this kick. 37 yards. Right off the leg, you know it's got the distance. I mean, look at that and tell me that's not good from 45 or 50.
He's got a heck of a leg there, Ryan. What a great kick.
Well, hopefully we only see him kicking a bunch of PATs in the second half, but this first half has just been pandemonium in Palmer, as we said earlier. So we'll get a break here. We'll try to catch our breath and hope we can keep this fire in the second half.
Let's go Bearcats.
Go Bearcats.
Do you need a maintenance check or emergency repair on a heating and cooling unit? Power Air can handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Power Air will work with you to find an HVAC solution that fits your needs by providing a full consultation so you can choose the system that's right for you, your home, and your business. Call today at 817-487-2286 to schedule your service now. That's Power Air, 817-487-2286.
Freshman,
You ready? And we're back here from Palmer. Bearcats with a 31-14 lead. Going to dive into some first half stats. It's real simple on the Bearcats side. 349 yards rushing. All the touchdowns on the ground, 31 points. So they've had 6 offensive drives in the first half, 4 touchdowns, 1 field goal. And another big aspect of that is no turnovers, 1 punt.
Well, that was one of the stats you asked me about earlier. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but turnovers were going to be the key, Ryan.
Well, we're winning the turnover battle 1-0. And let's talk about the second half here. There's 3 scenarios, but the first 6 minutes of the second half are going to tell us everything we need to know. Scenario 1, Palmer gets the ball first. Palmer comes out, we force a stop, and then we go down the field and score a touchdown. And what does that signal to you if that's how this half starts?
I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't hear your scenario 1.
Palmer gets the Bearcats stop Palmer. The Bearcats get in the end zone.
Oh, it's Bearcats game all day. We're done. It's done.
That may be a stick a fork in a moment if you're the Bulldogs. Scenario 2. Palmer comes out and gets in the end zone, and the Bearcats respond with a touchdown of their own.
I was going to say dogfight, but let's say cat fight for the Bearcats. We're in a fight if that happens.
Well, I agree. I think we're in the driver's seat, though, because 17 points, Palmer scores, we scored, 17 points, time off the clock. You start counting possessions. Scenario 3, Palmer gets in the end zone, and they stop the Bearcats.
Ugh, we better be ready.
That'll be a dogfight. That means we're going to be in a football game in the second half, and Palmer's ready to answer the bell.
I had no doubt Coach Worrell is getting after these boys in the half, and they are going to be coming out just like they did in that first half.
Well, Torres has it teed up, and the kick to start the second half is off. And it's going to be fielded at the 15. And that's A.J. Cisneros. Not much effort on the return. No. Jogging. And now we have 8 Bearcats in the pile tackling A.J. Cisneros. And I'm telling you, if I'm the Palmer faithful, that's not the effort I want to see on the opening kick.
Yeah, a lot of deject from these players, a little bit of walking around, Bearcats running around. That's sometimes an indicator of how the team feels coming out of half.
I know if you're the team in the lead, you want that halftime to be short. You want to get back out here on the field. And that effort from the return man, he caught it, and he just kind of jogged up to the 20 before the whole coverage team jumped on his back.
Not an impressive return.
But the special player is Eric Cisneros. He's in the backfield, 2 receivers right, and it's going to be a pass. He's looking to pass, and he's going to escape the pocket. There's a flag that comes out late. It's going to be about a 4-yard scramble from Eric Cisneros. But this is the most laundry we've seen on a field any game so far this season.
Ryan, looks like we're going to get a hold from the head judge is indicating a hold here on Palmer, so we're going to put him behind the sticks to start the game.
You know, the run game is what sets up everything for Palmer. Sets up the pass, sets up the QB scramble. And Maddox, the sophomore running back, who Coach Worrell is really high on, has not been able to get it going. And we're forcing Palmer into passing the ball out of necessity, not out of luxury.
Right. One thing I did like on that first play, the penetration and the pass rush was fantastic by the Bearcats.
2 backs next to Cisneros, stepping up, throwing a pass, a deep out. Incomplete. Going to set up a 2nd and 20. Ball's at the Bulldog 11.
Ron, that was a tough pass for Cisneros there. He probably had to throw the ball a total distance of about 40 yards. It's not an easy throw to make on a short 3-yard route. So.
Throwing it to the wide side of the field. They were 10 yards behind the original line of scrimmage, so that pass was to try to get them just back to 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Going to set up 2nd and 20, back at their own 11. Breaking the huddle, Maddox next to Eric Cisneros. In the slot, A.J. Cisneros. Motion right to left. Snap, straight drop. Plenty of time. Over-wrangled to Maddox in the open field in the flat, and he's going to run out at a little past the original line of scrimmage. Good gain there on 2nd down. Going to set up a 3rd and 8.
Ryan, something I noticed, I think this was happening in the first half as well. I understand they're brothers, they've got a great connection, and AJ is an extremely great athlete, and that's the only receiver he's looking for, though. He's not looking for his other receivers. He's looking to throw the ball to one every time.
He's their leading receiver. 3rd and 8 here, back in their own territory. Big opportunity for the Bearcats. Snap, drop back, pressure, rolling out left, eyes on the field, slings it down the field. Luke Connor bats it down, perfect coverage, and we're going to get a Palmer Bulldog punt unless this coach is really feeling the desperation.
Yeah, that's definitely desperate if they go for this and deep in their own territory, Ryan. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to get a punt by the Bulldogs. What a great coverage there by number 1.
Luke Connors on the coverage, had a chance to come back and intercept it, and the Bulldogs punting. So half of our scenario 1 looks to be complete, barring anything crazy here from the Bulldogs. It is a punt. It is a high. Peter, get away from it. Not a good punt, and takes a Bearcat bounce. We're going to get a break, and the Bearcats are going to come out with the ball in Bulldog territory.
Looking for reliable insurance coverage? Wood Insurance in Whitesboro has you covered. Whether it's auto, home, business, farm, or RV insurance, their experienced team is there to find the perfect policy for you. With access to many top-rated carriers, they strive to get you the best coverage at the best price. Call today, 903-564-6469. That's 903-564-6469.
Looking for a bank that knows your name and your town? Texas Republic Bank in Pilot Point is your local, community-first banking partner. From personal accounts to small business.
Bearcats with a big opportunity here. 1st and 10. Pitch smash to Chumley. He's going to get 2 yards on the carry. 2nd and 8. Want to shout out everybody on the view tonight, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Get all the updates. Get all the highlights during the week. That's where we take suggestions for the Texas-New Mexico Power Player in the game. And this one's going to be a tough one. So many Bearcats are contributing.
Absolutely, Ryan. We've got weapons all over the field making great plays tonight.
2nd and 8 in Bulldog territory at the 39. Pitch right. We get the edge again. Good block from Cade David. Going to get it out across the 35. And another flag comes. Boy, Ashton Williamson on the carry. Let's see the head referee with the call. These referees are definitely wanting to make sure they didn't waste the trip out here to Palmer. Lots of flags on both teams. And it's going to put the Bearcats behind the chains on 2nd down.
Ryan, I don't like those holding penalties there. That's behind the play. It's not affecting the play. But they're liking to call that holding.
So it's going to be 2nd and 18 from the Bulldog 49. Clock running, 31-14 here with the Bearcat advantage. 2 receivers for the Bearcats. They've thrown 1 pass tonight, but it was a penalty. This will be the first of – no! Draw play! Ashton Williamson trying to get some yardage, fighting, and he's just going to get back. 1 yard gain, going to set up a 3rd and long. And this is scenario 4. It's looking like it could be. Both defenses could potentially get stops to start the half, which I think serves the same purpose as scenario 2, where both teams score.
Yeah, definitely, because we're able to control the clock at that point. Less time they have to score, the better our odds get.
Exactly. Same point differential, less time on the clock, advantage Bearcats. 3rd and 17, passing situation for sure. The snap rolls back, but fielded. Garrett Evans throws it out, overthrown Caden David. And hey, we're going to get a punt. And right now in the Bearcat situation, punts aren't bad.
Well, especially on this, the field position is going to play a big factor. And Palmer was behind the sticks on their first drive at the 11-yard line. The Bearcats are punting from the 49-yard line, and hopefully with a good punt here, we can pin them deep and make them have to earn every yard, run that clock down.
One thing I've noticed with special players is sometimes they lack the effort like A.J. Cisneros did on that kickoff return, but he's back there for the punt return, and this one's high. Don't think there's going to be any return. It's going to take a straight up and down bounce, and when we come back, the Bulldogs will have their second possession of the second half.
Looking for a bank that knows your name and your town? Texas Republic Bank in Pilot Point is your local, community-first banking partner. From personal accounts to small business services, we're proud to be locally owned and fiercely independent, just like you. Come see us on Highway 377 or visit TexasRepublicBank.com. Texas Republic Bank. It's banking like it ought to be.
And we're back here. Palmer 1st and 10 at their own 22. Already ran 2.5 minutes off the clock here in this second half. Bearcats up 3 scores. Cisneros looking for a quick pass. Sack! Caden David comes off the edge, untouched for a Bearcats sack. And Eric Cisneros goes down at his own 16-yard line. Wow, they were looking for a quick slant in, and Caden David comes burning off the edge and picks up the sack.
Ron, that looked to be one of those kind of play actions. Maybe catch the bubble there if you see on the replay, and
bubble.
then catch that slant. But Caden David came off the edge like a scolded rocket and was able to hit him right in the backfield.
Here's what I think it was. I think it was a pump and go on the bubble screen. A.J. Cisneros was open on the bubble screen. I think it was a pump fake to him, and before he could sling it deep, Caden David had him in his clutches. Second long, drop back, pressure again, rolling out left. He evades the pressure, but there's another Bearcat. Can't get him down, causing him to spin, and we are going to bring him down at the 20, so it's a 3-yard gain, but more punishment on Eric Cisneros there.
We are not letting him get comfortable in that pocket, Ryan. We have been bringing a ferocious pass rush this half.
Almost looked like they were trying to set up a screen, and he didn't like it, and he just bailed. He just scrambled. But it's going to set up 3rd and 12 in their own territory.
Maybe our pass rush is just that fast, Ryan.
Rangel, first man in his face, trips right. We're going to have A.J. Cisneros right there as the slot receiver in the slot there, inside slot. And they're looking his way. No, they look the other side. Deep corner, overthrown. Good coverage. Pressure in the face of Eric Cisneros. No laundry on the field. 4th down.
Boy. We didn't. Is this scenario 5? We just keep punting for the second half?
Well, I think, at a certain point, it turns into scenario 1. If they just keep going 3 and out on offense, the clock is going to become their enemy.
Yeah, I definitely liking this Bearcat defense in the second half, Ryan.
Yeah. It's going to be 4th and 12 at their own 20. Definitely punting scenario. But with so much respect for Eric Cisneros, we're not even putting a return man back. So we're going to let him boot it. It's not a good one. Up, and this is going to be a Bearcat ball at the Palmer Bulldog 32 when we come back.
The Pilot Point Feed Store is a locally owned and family-run business established in 2003. The Shawn family's experience and exceptional service are unmatched. They carry a large selection of feeds for all animals. While there, visit their retail department and boutique for name-brand clothing, ranch supplies, deer feeders, grills, home decor, and more. Pilot Point Feed, it's more than just a feed store.
And we're back here. Don't see a score bug on the screen, but it is 31-14. Pilot Point still. We're in the 3rd quarter. Pilot Point taking over possession at the Bulldog 33.
Ryan, I'm calling for a big play right here. I think we're going to put it in the end zone.
I-right formation, and it's just going to be a smash that looks like Chumley. And Palmer's holding the line of scrimmage a little better. But Chumley gets to the 31, only 2 yards. Haven't really tried to get the edge yet in this first half.
Yeah, they're pretty stout up the middle there, Ryan. We haven't had much success on the second half. The first half we did, but so far they're coming out ready for that dive play.
What helped us have success in between the tackles in the first half was the ability to get to the edge at will. We need to maybe see one of the jet sweep, maybe Hunter Newman here. No, it's going the other way. No, Hunter Newman out the backside, and it was set up, but wouldn't you know it, another flag falls out of the pocket, a legal shift or false start or something on the Bearcats. I'm not wanting to sit up here and make it sound like all the flags are on the Bearcats. They're not. It's been a pretty even distribution. It's just been a lot.
Yeah, they're a little flag happy tonight.
I don't know what Palmer's flag situation, penalty situation has looked like through the year. Pilot Point's been relatively clean, 4 or 5 a game, but this has been a lot. We can get a stat check on that at some point. 2nd and 12. Bearcats under center. It's going to be a pitch to the left. Going to try to get the edge with Pickrell. Bulldogs doing a much better job of setting the edge this half, and we're only going to get about 1 yard, 1.5 yards on the carry. Going to set up third and a little more than 10.
Yeah, Ryan, both defenses are coming out stout right now. Well, Ryan, you did talk about before the end of the half, we got Brandon Aubrey as our kicker.
I should leave the math to you, but I was just doing the math, and this is definitely going to be probably out of his range, especially in this scenario. Into the game situation, maybe, but in this scenario, I think this would be out of the range. But let's see if we can do something about that. End around, going to cut it up, get it out across to the 32. Going to set up a 4th and 9, and we might be.
We got an interesting decision here, Ryan.
For me,
it's 3rd and long, but it's not long enough to punt. It's
too
far to kick, I think.
For me, I might punt it. I might.
Pin them deep?
Oh, yeah. We've been pressuring Cisneros. They've been kind of bottled up in the run game. Put their heels close to their own end zone and see what happens.
It's like we're running
It's definitely not going to be a punt. It's going to be 4th and 8. And we'll see what happens here. Maybe a great call, and it's going to be a pass. And
oh my gosh.
Jeez Louise. Hey, get out of the face. Oh, another 5 yards. This might change the math. It was definitely a pass there. I think we should punt it here. Luckily at this level, we're not booting huge punts. So it may not have to be a skilled punt to pin them deep. I will say Torres's punts are traditionally hitting the ground and going straight up. They're not bouncing and rolling, and they've got the punt team. I mean, if we could punt it to the 15 or 10, I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, let's hope we can pin them deep, maybe inside the 5 here, Ryan.
All right, getting set. Snap is good. The punt is up, and it's a great one. And it's going to bounce at the 2 and
inside the 5. What a kicker.
Downs it. Don't doubt Anthony Torres. No more doubt on Torres.
Watch this replay.
Was an NFL caliber coffin corner kick.
Boy.
Holy cow. And Hunter Newman getting down there. And this is his best punt of the night, distance-wise, everything. And it just takes a perfect hop.
We might have a kicker for the player of the game.
Boy, okay, 1st and 10 at their own 3. Here's what I'd say about the Bearcats. You want to keep up your momentum. Keep the Bulldog offense quiet, but no big plays here. Run to the left side for Maddox, and he's going to get some yardage. Breaks a tackle, and he wasn't interested in running. And he's going to get him out to the 35, which is not what you wanted to see. Late flag coming probably on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 75 for the Bulldogs. Look, got a little aggressive there.
So they go from their own 3 to their own 36. Late flag comes out, might back them up to their own 21. But did you see 22 breaks the line of scrimmage? Looks like if he just takes off, he may be caught, but he's going to get big yardage, and he immediately stops running to try to initiate contact.
Let's watch this replay and see what we got here, Ryan.
In the open field, look, he stops right there. And it's like, I'm not going to try to run by. Oh, they're calling the penalty on the Bearcats.
You see that?
So we talked about no big plays. First play bottled up, and they're back in their own territory. They get all the way out across midfield, and that's Maddox's first big run of the night, and then you pile on a penalty after that.
Not what we're wanting here, Ryan.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pilot Point up 17. Cisneros is going to hand off to his brother AJ. Jumps over a man. Ashton Williamson lays the lumber and makes the tackle, but AJ Cisneros gets 7 on the carry. That was one of those forward pass jet sweeps.
Ryan, he is a special athlete. I just don't see him running full speed. It's almost just a kind of a jog till maybe he can see an opening, a wide opening, and take off running, but it didn't look like he's running full speed on that play.
Palmer stringing some together here. Eric Cisneros at quarterback takes the snap, and it's going to be a quarterback run out the left side. There's some space. Almost tripped up, but he's going to get out across the 30, inside the 20, and he's going to get down at about the 8. Another good run from Eric Cisneros, making him take punishment at the end, but he'll take the yardage, and Palmer's threatening.
Yeah, we need this clock to run, Ryan.
Clock stopped until they set the chains, I guess. Let's get a ready for play whistle. I didn't know the clock stays stopped every time a guy goes out of bounds. I thought when the ball's set, they run the clock.
We need a refresher on our rule book here.
This is going to be a quarterback run to the right, and that's exactly where they're going. Shooting the gap, but Eric cuts underneath, but Rangel there to stop the progress. I knew it was coming. All the Bearcats had to know that was coming. With the alignment from the offense, that was a quarterback run right all the way.
Definitely a great job for that Bearcat there, shooting the gap to slow the rush and allowing other Bearcats to swarm on the tackle.
Could have been Carter Locke, could have been Caden David shooting the gap and turning it back. Jason Rangel with good pursuit gets the tackle there. Two backs back there with Eric Cisneros, and this is going to be a run. It looks like Maddox tiptoeing, and Maddox is going to find the end zone. So this is Palmer's attempt to get back in the game. The Bearcats offense is going to have to find some of that room.
We're going to have to find a way to respond here, Ryan.
First bit of adversity for the Bearcats here in this game. Palmer having trouble getting everybody on the field. It's a good opportunity to maybe block it with a late guy out on the field. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is through. 3:24 left in the third quarter. Pilot Point 31, Palmer 20.
Is your AC struggling to keep up with the Texas heat? Call Capital Mechanical in Pilot Point. From fast, reliable repairs to brand new installations, their licensed pros keep your home cool and comfortable. Trusted since 2001. Capital Mechanical does it right the first time. Call 940-440-1100 today.
Looking for insurance coverage you can count on? Shannon Stevens and Hutcherson Insurance Group makes protecting what matters simple. Be it business coverage, life insurance, home and auto, or group health, he's got you covered with his personalized service and trusted advice. Call Shannon today at 940-395-1181 to get started.
At TNMP, we power more than homes and businesses. We power communities. From restoring outages to upgrading infrastructure, our teams work around the clock to keep electricity safe, reliable, and ready. We're your neighbors, we're your power, we are TNMP.
And we're back after the Palmer Bulldog touchdown. After their first touchdown of the game, they try to surprise on side. If I'm the Bearcat return team here, head on a swivel. Make sure you see the ball go past you before you retreat. This is a low squib. Going to give the Bearcats a good chance at field position. Ashton Williamson up the middle. Cuts left. He's going to have it across the 50 before the kicker tackles him down in Palmer territory. So a late flag comes out. If that's on the Bearcats, they need to start. I think it might be the way Coach Worrell come off the sideline to talk to a Bearcat player. This is the adversity that a team that has come from 0-9 2 years ago, 4-8 last year, to being in this surprising position. You're going to start facing this adversity. Erase
Palmer.
Everything I just said. It's on Palmer. We're handling this well.
We're scoring here, Ryan. I just feel it. We're going to put it in the end zone here.
Well, Palmer, the exact opposite. They're trying to get themselves back in the game. They get in the end zone. They've got a couple stops. And if they keep giving this Bearcat team the ball deep in their own territory, it's just a matter of time before we make them pay. We're only 7 yards from field goal range.
Yeah, we've got to capitalize on this field position.
Clean possession when it comes to penalties. That's going to be the number one thing from the Bearcats right here. No turnovers, and clean when it comes to penalties, which with this crew is going to be hard. Dive up the middle. That's Caden David. Angry running out across the 20. And that should be maybe the Bearcats' first down of the second half.
Definitely a great angry run right up the gut there.
Going to get us in the red zone, and we're probably going to have to step away for a quick break as Bearcat is down.
At Hometown Pharmacy, you'll get expert service and quality healthcare products fast. Our friendly team helps you find right solutions and equipment that fit your lifestyle. Call Hometown Pharmacy today at 940-686-0123. Hometown Pharmacy, where care feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shannon Fuller, proud superintendent of Pilot Point ISD. Here in Bearcat Country, tradition meets excellence. From strong academics to athletics and award-winning ag programs, we're building tomorrow's leaders. Every student matters, and every game is a chance to show our pride. Thanks for supporting Pilot Point ISD. Enjoy the game, and let's go Bearcats!
The Bearcat is up, looked like just cramping, so imagine we'll see him back here soon. Bearcat's going to get a sub in on that offensive line, and we're going to have it 1st and 10 at the 20 in the Palmer red zone. So what you got to do with the Bearcats, like we talked about, no turnovers, no penalties. Worst case scenario on this drive has to be 3.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Under center, snap. The Bearcats thinking more. Caden David gets out to the 15. And that's going to be 5 yards, and starting to lean on that angry running Caden David. Caden David has seen most of his work in the first halves. Tonight, knowing these Bulldogs have been beaten, battered, knowing that they're fatigued, he might be a guy that sees a heavy dose in this second half to soften them up in the middle.
Well, Ryan, that's also something we talked about in the pregame show about just the abundance of weapons that we have on this field for the Bearcats. Keeping these guys fresh, being able to make big plays. And you're right, Caden David is going to be able to wear these guys out.
Under center, 3 backs. It's going to be a run to the right. Chumley, he's going to get out to about the 12. It's going to be just shy of a first down, setting up 3rd and 1. And looks like we might have another cramping situation here there. So we'll get another break, and we'll be right back.
Step into a world of kids' fashion unlike anything found in this area. The Eclectic Boho, located in the red buildings at the intersection of Liberty Road and Highway 377 in Aubrey, Texas, offers fashion for your kiddos from newborn to 4T. Be sure to make us, the Eclectic Boho, your first stop for all things kids.
Looking for the perfect lawn without the hassle? Perfect Turf has you covered. From expert weed control and premium fertilization to full sod installation and artificial turf that looks lush year-round. We bring the green, so you don't have to. Visit PerfectTurfTX.com for more information.
With over 150 years experience, Chapin Title and Pilot Point is here to help you. When buying or selling your next property, tell your realtor that you want to use Chapin Title. For the experience they have and the convenience of being located right here in Pilot Point. You do have a choice, and that choice should be Chapin Title in Pilot Point.
Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital in Pilot Point has served animals in the Pilot Point area for over 30 years. They offer quality, unmatched care for large and small pets, including preventative care, vaccination, flea, tick, and heartworm prevention. They also provide sick animal care, surgical, and dental needs. Good luck to the Bearcats this season from Advanced Care Veterinary Hospital in Pilot Point, where pets are family.
And we're back here. Something that we've hit on every week is this classification, even the way the Bearcats cycle in players. We're here in the second half. Lots of plays, lots of effort, starting to see some cramping from the Bearcats. 3rd and 1. And
oh man.
I'm not seeing the motion. Are you seeing
I'm not seeing it. I did see a little bit early in the game, but not here.
So what was 3rd and 2, which is almost automatic for this Bearcat offense, turns into 3rd and 7 here, and still well within field goal range. But we want to match Palmer's 7 with 7 of our own.
Ryan, I watched the replay here, and I didn't see it.
Garrett Evans under center, motion left to right. It's going to be a Caden David dive inside the 20. He's still going. He's still fighting, and he's going to be brought down at about the 14, which is not enough for a first down. And with Anthony Torres' leg, I think I'm going to go get points on the board. Well, let's see what Coach Worrell wants to do on a 4th and 4 this deep into Palmer territory.
Ryan, I tend to disagree with you on this one here. Either way, you're going to have a 2-possession game. If you're up 10 or you're up 13, I would rather the Bearcats go for this and try to make it a 3-possession game if they can end up getting in the end zone. At least get the first down, hopefully here.
It's a big play here, 4th and 4. Bearcats going for it, and they're giving it to Hunter Newman on the left edge. He picks up a block. He turns the corner. Touchdown, Bearcats!
No flags. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Big Tom, and we got to highlight the block. Who is this man out there? And it's, of course, it's Michael Marsh.
Setting the edge, allowing us to get to the touchdown.
Lighting up his man. That corner thought he was going to come up and save the day, and Michael Marsh said, not today.
Not today. Ryan, I called it.
You
Let's go
did.
for it. Let's get 6 here,
That's the second touchdown this year that Hunter Newman should get a half for, and Michael Marsh should get the other half because he doesn't score without Michael Marsh. He doesn't even get the first down without number 20 there. Could be a backbreaker. We're going to go and do this again. This replay again, one more time, slow motion. Once again, everybody, top of your screen, number 20. He's going to get the huge block, sets the edge, allows Hunter Newman to spring the run for a Bearcat touchdown. And as long as we keep matching Palmer point for point, it's going to be impossible.
Right. That clock is dwindling down. We got 1:09 left here in the third quarter, up 17. Oh, man, this is getting exciting. Bearcats are looking pretty good here.
Let's get a quick 30 before this kickoff.
You work hard every day to provide for yourself and your family. Why not let someone else help you out every now and then? As your local Texas Farm Bureau insurance agency, that's why we're here, for peace of mind and to help you protect what matters most to you. Call Denton County Farm Bureau Insurance at 940-387-8572 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote. And learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can protect what matters. Life insurance products underwritten by Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
1:09 left in the third quarter here in Palmer. Bearcats 38, Palmer 21. His kick is deep down the right side, caught at the 20. A.J. Cisneros once again tiptoeing up the field, eyes up, making sure he's not going to take a hit. That seemed to be his biggest priority on that return.
Absolutely. Bearcats swarmed to the ball there as well.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like and subscribe. A lot of viewers here tuning in to see what might be a surprise to most. A commanding Bearcat lead. Almost here at the end of the third quarter. Palmer Reeland's going to have to dig deep. A lot of football left, but it's quickly running out.
It's quickly running out here, Ryan.
Palmer's going to split 2 receivers wide, and then they're going to hand it off up the middle. A.J. Cisneros spins out before he's just going to let a bunch of Bearcats jump on his back and bring him down. Forward progress stopped at the Bulldog 27, 3-yard loss on the carry.
Ryan, that's one thing I'm surprised the Bearcats haven't been able to do is they tend not to go down pretty easy. They're aggressive runners and they stay up, but Bearcats have not stripped the ball on a run like that, and I'm looking – that could be a big play in this second half.
Sure, but also what hasn't happened is one of the Bulldogs springs from a guaranteed tackle for a big run. So with a 17-point lead, I like the strategy so far. Pistol formation, pitch left. That's Maddox looking for space where there wasn't much. He's going to stretch it and he's going to bounce it back inside, and he's just a glutton for punishment. Rangel and F and Chumley all giving him the business at the end of that run, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 10, and that's going to take us to the end of 3 quarters here in Palmer. At the end of 3 quarters, Pilot Point 38, the number 5 ranked Bulldogs 21.
Life is full of steps. We learn to take small steps and big steps. We take steps toward adventure, to keep growing. Steps to build a future, to discover what's next. This is banking at its best. This is banking forward.
For over 40 years, Chandler Cabinets has been crafting top-quality cabinets with unmatched craftsmanship and innovation. From concept to completion, their award-winning designs bring style and function to every space. Experience excellence built to last. Visit ChandlerCabinets.net or find them on Facebook. Chandler Cabinets, over 40 years of excellence.
And And we're back here in the fourth quarter. Palmer has the ball, but it's 3rd and 10 at their own 40. Down 17. I don't envision we're going to see an Eric Cisneros punt from here on out.
I doubt it, Ryan. One thing we were talking about at the break there real quick, the Bearcats have almost eclipsed 400 yards on the ground tonight. That is an impressive game so far.
Yep, 48 yards here in the second half, most exclusively on that third drive of the second half that resulted in the Bearcat touchdown. Trips right for the Bulldogs. There is a whistle pre-snap.
Timeout.
A Bearcat timeout must have been misaligned. That's an interesting decision. Start the fourth quarter, start of the quarter, you end up with a timeout. There must have been an alignment issue by the defense.
Yeah, that's not something you want to be able to reserve those timeouts for late in the game, Ryan. That's could end up being a costly timeout there for the Bearcats.
I'm going to reach into my play bag here and what I might be thinking if I'm the Bulldogs, especially if they have it in the playbook. There have been a couple times they've lined up with that trip formation with a wing back or running back also to the trip side, and it's been almost a guaranteed quarterback sweep to that side. Needing a big play here, using the Bearcat aggressive defense against them, I might run that same action and sneak that play side wing back out the backside for a throwback, because the Bulldogs are getting desperate, and they don't just need touchdowns. They're going to start needing these touchdowns to happen quickly.
Yeah, this 12-minute clock could go fast, Ryan.
Bearcats play this right. I mean, we could be looking at 3 more possessions for the Bulldogs if the Bearcat defense and offense can be complementary of each other. Trips right, 1 receiver at the top there, 1 running back with Eric Cisneros. He's in front of him, so this is a pass. Drop back, pressured, throw it out into the corner, and it's going to fall incomplete, and Lane F. That was the best chance to catch that ball anyways.
Yeah, that wasn't a great play design there, Ryan. They had so many receivers in one area. It's not something you want.
Well, they were running a wheel with A.J. Cisneros from the inside coming out. The outside receivers didn't do a good enough job of crossing the faces and creating the pick action, and Ashton Williamson and Lane F. were kind of right there if the ball was thrown more accurately. 4th and 10 at their own 30, empty formation.
This could be a big stop for the Bearcats. We need this one here. Are we
right
punting?
here, this is where he's going.
It looks like we're punting here, right?
And it's a booming punt. I cannot believe we just saw a punt to a Bearcat offense that has run all their yards on the ground, but we'll take it. 11:43 left in the fourth quarter. Pilot Point's up 17.
Need a mechanic you can trust? Key Auto in Pilot Point delivers honest, expert repairs without the dealership prices. From routine maintenance to tricky fixes, they get right the first time. Locally owned, highly rated, and always fair. Stop by Key Auto today, where your car and your wallet are in good hands. 608 North Washington Street in Pilot Point.
Well, it was a heck of a punt. The ball was at their own 30. The Bearcats take possession at the 17, and it's going to be a pitch right to Trevion James. Get some speed going out across the 20. He had a big play, 75-yard touchdown earlier in the game.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 carries for over 100 yards. That'd be a third one there for about 113, I think, Ryan. But he's definitely one of the Bearcats that's making big plays tonight. Maybe that's what we were looking for there.
Yeah, so just a little off. He had 2 carries for 103 yards in the first half. He added about 5 right there, so 3 for 108 and a touchdown. Pretty good average. Chumley was over 129 for the night when we looked at it a little bit ago. 2 running backs behind Garrett Evans. They're going to take the snap. It's going to be the smash play. Coming back up the middle. Good, strong run, positive yardage. That's number 10, Trevion James, and he's going to get the Bearcat first down. And we've done the math here with our math wizard, and if the Bearcats can have these methodical drives and pile up first downs but not take those huge chunks, we could be looking at only 2 possessions for Palmer from here on out if the Bearcats can do their job offensively.
One thing I do like, we are normally quick to the ball. We're letting the play clock run down, not breaking the huddle until about 14 seconds to go.
Trevion James going to get it again. And he says, no, I'm going to take the chunk play out across the 50. Another big run for Trevion James.
He's stacking that yardage up. Watch this replay. He hit that hole fast.
Up the middle with lead blockers. That's always defeating as an offensive lineman when you're up the field ready to lead and somehow your running back gets caught from behind. I've seen you race the famous Jarman Johnson up the field once trying to beat him to the end zone. And you look good for the first 15 or so, but...
Yeah, I'm not a distance runner, Ryan. So.
Was it him or Seth?
It was Seth.
It was the quarterback, Seth Tilley.
It's a big play if I'm 50 yards downfield.
Dive play to the right, and boy, that's I don't want to. Garrett Evans, he hands the ball off a lot. He's orchestrating the offense, but getting out there to make that handoff and do it at the point where they take it, that is a lot of trust.
That almost looks like a toss, Ryan, which could be very dangerous.
That's the fullback who's only 3 yards deep, getting the ball at the line of scrimmage on a full sprint, outside, like at the tackle. That's a tough job. 2nd and 6 in Bulldog territory. Another first man through to the 40. Going to set up a 3rd and 3 for the Bearcats. And this is, if you remember the Lindsay game, we just couldn't keep Lindsay behind the chains. They kept getting these 3rds and shorts, and they just kept getting. They needed 3, they'd get 4. They needed 2, they'd get 3. That's what the Bearcats are trying to do right now to run this clock out.
It'll be 4-down territory as well, Ryan.
Garrett Evans under center. Snap, end around. Hunter Newman picks up the edge, and he's gonna get pushed out of bounds, which is what we wish we wouldn't see.
Late flag.
A flag comes out, and the frustration from the Palmer Bulldogs is bubbling over the top.
Ryan, I wish he'd have stayed in bounds there, but I get it. Stretching so far, he gets the first down, which is what we definitely wanted on the 3rd down.
Getting the first down, getting down, but he gets up the field, more yardage, gets pushed out of bounds, and then looks to be a late hit on the Bulldogs. I'm telling you, they're not used to being in this position. They're dejected. They thought they were going to have an easy district win, and they have been beat in every aspect of this football game.
Ryan, if we can score here, this ball game is over.
Oh,
call it. Dangerous call there. Dangerous call. But,
Notre Dame is going out on the edge.
I did some math real quick, and it looks like it lines up. I had to make sure I carried the 1, and yeah.
1st and 10 from the 16. Shout out Miss Watson, teaching all of us math at Pilot Point High School back in the day. Smash play. This looks like Ashton Williamson, and he takes a big hit at the line of scrimmage, holds on to the ball 1 yard, and we're up 17. Okay. I want my 3 points at the end of the drive at minimum. I'd hate to see a scenario where we go for it on 4th and 7 and we don't convert when we could have taken the 3 points and all the time off the clock.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be a 4th and manageable, but hopefully we can do something here on the 2nd down and get it to a little bit more of a 3rd and manageable for us.
2nd and 9. We're going to get the edge again. This is F. And he slips, but he gets up, and he's going to get the 1 yard. Going to set up a 3rd and 8. Under 8 minutes to go. The clock is a-ticking.
Ryan, one thing I would not like us to do right here is throw the ball. Hopefully we keep the ball here on the ground, keep this clock moving. We're under 8 minutes. The worst thing we could have is go out of bounds or an incomplete pass.
I would rather see a knee than a pass at this point. Garrett Evans, 4 for 5 last week, 114 yards. Just too many variables, man. You've been pounding the ball. You've been running clock. Let's keep it going. At this point, I think it would take the Bearcats making massive blunders to give this one away.
Looks like we're going to run this clock down and take a timeout.
That's what we do. 7:18 left in the 4th quarter. Pilot Point up 17 in the red zone.
Hey football fans, this is Laura Bradley, broker owner of SouthernLifeLiving.com, a real estate brokerage located right here in Pilot Point, Texas. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, our firm has several experienced agents to guide you through every step of the process. We want to be your go-to source for all of your real estate needs. Please visit our website at SouthernLifeLiving.com, or you can reach me, Laura, the broker owner, at 940-390-3911.
Hey Bearcat fans, you're probably asking yourself right now, don't I know that voice? Yes, it's Terry Slay, the voice of the Pilot Point Bearcats, and have been for over 35 years. But more importantly, the Slay family has been serving the community's elect Ray Roberts in the funeral business. If you find yourself in need of a funeral home, please call us at Slay Memorial Funeral Center, and we'd be honored to take care of your family.
We're back here, 3rd and 8. It's getting late, starting to have discussions. The Texas-New Mexico Power Player of the Game. If you're in the YouTube chat, drop a name. Who should it be? End around, left to right, Hunter Newman, or right to left. Hunter Newman jumps inside the 5, and he goes out of bounds. But none of this matters if Bearcats get in the end zone.
Yeah, you'd like to stay in bounds there, but I get it. We got the first down. That's the main thing that matters. I understand the clock stops, but we got first down, 3-yard line. Bearcats got to put this one in.
That's right. Points above all. That's priority. Now, the running clock is almost right there with points, right?
In a game like this, absolutely.
But in the end, 7 points would make this insurmountable. Already up 17, looking to go up 24, almost halfway through the 4th quarter. Josh Chumley, right side, cuts it up, takes contact, and the signal's going to be down at the 1, which is okay because we're inside the 1 and the clock is running.
And keep it churning. We're going to see a tush push here, Ryan?
Notre Dame is calling for the tush push. Once again, really going out on a limb with that prediction.
You know, someone's got to make the call sometimes, right?
6:41 and counting. The number 5 team in 3A Division I is reeling, and the Bearcats are looking for the knockout punch. Tush push. Can they get it in? Waiting for the signal. They do!
Bearcats.
The Bearcats might have just put this one away.
Some would say push this one away.
Flag, that must have been late. I'd put my stuff down, turn around, started zipping stuff up. Might be a penalty after the play.
After the score, we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, team white.
Unsportsmanlike after the play. The points are going to stay on the board. Going to the replay. Tush push. A lot of upright linemen there. We need to get in there, Nordy. Teach them. 4-point stance. Let's get off the ball. But it worked.
Lowest man normally wins on a line of scrimmage play like that.
Going for 2. And can they push it in? They're not going to get this one in. The 2-point conversion is no good. 6:26 left in the 4th quarter. Pilot Point 44, Palmer 21.
Nick's Italian Restaurant in Pilot Point serves authentic New York-style pizza, fresh pastas, and other Italian favorites, all based on his family recipes from Queens, New York. Nick will always treat you like family, whether you dine in, take out, or cater. Taste the tradition and feel the hospitality at Nick's Italian in Pilot Point.
Ready for a smile that you truly love? At Pilot Point Dentistry, we provide friendly, personalized care for the whole family, right here in Pilot Point. Come join our dental family and experience expert care with a personal touch. Call us today at 940-686-2201.
With over 40 years experience, DC David Construction LLC delivers expert craftsmanship in metal buildings, cement work, remodels, painting, and more. Big or small, every job is done with professionalism and pride. Fully insured and ready to quote. Call 940-390-8656 today.
And we're back here. The unsportsmanlike penalty on the Bearcats was not enforced on the extra point. It's going to be enforced here on the kickoff. So Torres will be kicking off from his own 25. Let's see the leg here. Let's see him really go for it. Returners have their feet on the 30 and the 25. Torres making sure the coverage team is ready. And this is a good kick down the center, going to be fielded at the 30. A.J. Cisneros trying to get the sideline once again, not seeming super urgent.
That's interesting, Ryan. He's not running full speed. I don't know what he's looking for there.
You know what? The Palmer Bulldogs have a full season in front of them. I'm sure this wasn't their best effort tonight, and it's going to show on film, and they'll have to go back and they'll have to be faced with this one tomorrow. But the Bearcats have a lot to do with the effort that the Palmer Bulldogs are putting out at this point in the game.
Absolutely, Ryan. We are relentless and no quitting these Bearcats. We're going to hit you all night.
6-19 and counting. Bearcats up 23 points. I mean, a lot of the scenarios you see coming into this game, it wasn't impossible the Bearcats to win, but who would have seen this dominant performance? Up the middle for Maddox. He's not quit. He gets it out across the 50, almost to the line to gain for the first down. The line judge on the side, he comes down. Looks like he might be giving it to him. I feel like it was a generous spot by a yard, but a good run by Maddox there. Only his second really good big chunk run of the day.
Ryan, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I get it's a 23-point difference here, but I expected him to still try to throw the ball.
I don't know. At this point, Eric Cisneros is taking a beating. I don't know. I'd be giving the ball to Maddox at this point. He just got tackled by 4 Bearcats in the backfield. This Bearcat defense, they still see time on the clock. They're going after it.
Yeah, the clock has not hit 0 for the Bearcats, so we're going to keep fighting whether we're up 23 or whatever it is. They look like they want to run this ball out, though, and get on to next week. This definitely shakes up district play, Ryan.
Absolutely. We're going to get this play. Second 11. You go in thinking the Bearcats have to do everything right to get in as the 4 seed in this district, which is so tough. And then you see this Bearcat team on the field tonight, and you have to ask. This was the number 5 team in the state. They won the district last year. They're picked to win this year. You go into this game thinking we have to do a lot of things right to get the 4 spot. Now, is it unfair to ask, can this team win the district championship? It seems kind of crazy, but
with this performance tonight, why not?
23 points over the number 5 teams in the state on the road on their field. First district loss is a part of District 6-3A, Division 1 for the Palmer Bulldogs. And they have a penalty on the Bulldogs, going to march them back. 5 minutes to go, and this is pretty much garbage time here from here on out. Next week, the Bearcats are back at home facing Dallas A-Plus Academy, the Knights. I believe it's homecoming, 10-10, October 10th, homecoming. Never mind, not going to go there. 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers right, 1 left. It's going to be a rollout right. Cisneros looking to throw back. There's the screen. I kind of called it earlier. Maddox Chumley gets out there, slows him down, try to push him out now. They do. It was 3rd and 20. They got about 18. Going to set up a 4th and 2. That's a play I called on the last drive. Wanting to sprint out one way, throw the ball back. Screen pass right there.
Maybe they're listening to you downstairs, Ryan.
That has happened this year. We caught a Callisburg coach at halftime asking one of the other coaches why they were doing something certain that I had been asking the whole first half. Made me happy.
Yeah, it made it feel like you knew what you were doing.
After this drive, we're going to be ready to give out the Texas-New Mexico Power Player of the Game. Any last-minute suggestions, throw them in there in the YouTube chat. 4th and 4. Going to be a swing bubble pass to A.J. Cisneros. If he sprints, he can get the edge. He does. He gives a stiff arm and a first down for the Bulldogs. Shout out to all the viewers tonight. I'm sure when you saw the game on the schedule, you expected one thing. A lot of viewers turning in. Quite the surprise here tonight. Have the guys from sideline to sideline here. Talk to them before the game. Glad they were able to come out and watch the Pilot Point Bearcats play football.
Definitely exciting to meet those guys, Ryan. They're bunch of great dudes there.
Maddox with the carry, 6-7 yard loss, and it's going to set up second long. Maddox is still going through it. Want to shout out the last couple weeks, our friend Steve Randall at KRLD has had me on. We talked about coming on tonight depending on the result, and I can pretty much all but guarantee you I'm going to be on KRLD tonight later talking about the Bearcats and what they accomplished here tonight on the road in Palmer.
He's definitely going to have to turn that volume down a little bit because the excitement is going to be screaming through that radio, Ryan.
I want them to match that excitement. This was a huge performance from the Bearcats. Last week they asked me if we were halfback pass. Maddox rolling out left. He's a lefty. Oh, big hit! Didn't even see him coming. Is that him? There's Chumley coming through with another sack for the Bearcats. Trick play's not even working at this point. This Bearcat defense is on top of everything. Third and long for the Bulldogs here. Late in the game, 3 minutes and 35 seconds and counting. And I think it's safe to call it, Nostradamus. You did it. You made it. You made the call.
Ryan, I need to work with this yardstick guy down here. He's having struggled with the math on how long this third down is going to be. Looks like he's got it to 23.
Drop back, Cisneros looking to pass, has time in the pocket. Nobody really there. Finally, he hits an open man right in the middle of the field. First touch tonight for that Bulldog, number 13, Casey Taylor. Found a spot open in the zone, camped out, and with all the time Eric Cisneros had, hit him right in the chest. It's going to set up a 4th and maybe 4 here. Clock camera died, 2 minutes and 50 seconds and counting in the fourth quarter. Bearcats with a commanding 23-point lead. 4th and 3, drop back for Cisneros. Pressure. He throws it over the pressure to brother AJ, and AJ has a chance if he wants to turn on the Jets. Caden David can't bring him down. Cisneros to Cisneros for the touchdown, and the Bulldogs get in the end zone. Bit of maybe moral victory there at the end.
Ryan, on that pass play, that's the speed we've been expecting from him on the kickoff returns all night. He has great speed. He's an extremely exceptional athlete out there. We haven't seen that on the kickoff returns from him, though.
Yeah, he crossed the field, broke some tackles, made some men miss, got a block or two, and was able to get the Bulldogs in the end zone. 2:32 left. Bearcats 44, Palmer 27, looking to add the extra point.
Ryan, you think they're going to do an onside kick after this extra point?
We'll see. We'll see when we come back. Pilot Point 44, Palmer 28.
Hi, I'm Greg Pelzel. Here at Pelzel Printing, we do custom embroidery, custom screen printing, and promotional product. You can reach Greg Pelzel at 940-453-5443. Go Bearcats.
For the potential onside kick, we're going to give the Texas-New Mexico Power Player of the Game Award to number 10, Ray James. 5 carries, 140 yards, and 1 touchdown, but broke off multiple big runs, including the 75-yard touchdown. And then on the last scoring drive for the Bearcats, I was talking about taking small chunks. He took that big chunk. Great game by number 10, Drevion James. And it's that change of pace back that really makes this Bearcat offense dangerous.
In the pregame, Ryan, we talked about needing a spark plug, and he was one for us tonight.
Bulldogs are going to go with a squib. This might be their best chance to get it. And number 6, Rangel, he caught it. I was hoping he was just going to jump up and knock it out of bounds, but he caught it. Great play with the hands, Jason Rangel. I wonder if he's a baseball player.
Probably so, Ryan. An athlete, a spectacular play like that.
I'm sure somebody in the chat might know that at some point. Great play with the hands. And it's going to set up the Bearcats. 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 31 seconds left. With the no onside there, the no two-point conversion from the Bulldogs, I think the white flag might have been raised.
I would think you were correct, Ryan.
They have 3 timeouts. They're down quite a bit here. 16 points they're down. 2 touchdowns. 2 two-point conversions. Snap, pitch right. Chumley's going to bring it up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. So I don't see a timeout signal from the Bulldogs. So we're going to get the chain set. The clock is rolling, and this one is going to go final here in Palmer at some point in the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds. We're not getting timeouts called. And the Bearcats come on the road and create pandemonium in Palmer.
It's been the statement of the night, isn't it, Ryan? Looks like we got 2-minute warning here. We're going to catch a quick break before we run the rest of the 2 minutes down.
Love it.
Pilot Point, your new hangout is here. Moto and Latte, where coffee meets community. From handcrafted espresso to fresh roasted beans, it's the fuel to your road ahead. Come and see us at 110 East Liberty Street in downtown Pilot Point.
At Texas Elite Cheer and Tumble, we offer something for every child, starting at age 3. Preschool classes to elite tumbling, every class is packed with energy, encouragement, and skill building. Kids tumble, jump, and learn in a safe, exciting environment where all abilities are welcome. Join the gym where confidence is built and every child shines. Your journey starts here at Texas Elite Cheer and Tumble.
2 minutes to go in this one. Anybody driving back towards Pilot Point tonight or anywhere between here and there might hear a couple renditions of Blood on Our Helmets tonight.
I have no doubt these Bearcat players are going to be screaming on that bus the whole ride home.
It's going to be lit, as I think the kids say on the ride home. I'm sure they deserve it. They've earned this one. Run up the middle for Chumley. Going for the ball there for the Bulldogs, and that might have been Chumley. It's either Ashton Williamson or Chumley. We'll see who it is. There's some commotion down there. It's Chumley. Looks like he's cramping again. And I think we just stay here and ride this one out, man. Chumley's had a big night for the Bearcats tonight. So back to the conversation earlier. On KRLD last week, they asked, are the Bearcats back? And what I said was, I don't want to talk about if we're back or not, but the life in the program is back. There's excitement with the kids, with the town, the viewers watching this broadcast, the people coming out to Massey Stadium, really enjoying the music and the dead balls and all that. It's been a good time. And when the life's back in the program and everybody's fully committed to it, it makes nights like this possible, where you come on the road, number 5 team in the state, the presumed number 1 team in your district, and you don't just squeeze out of here with a win. You put the screws to it.
Yeah, we came out swinging left and right, hitting them with the jab, hitting them with the gut shot, and we've landed several haymakers, and the Bearcats came ready to play.
2nd and 3 here. Clock is running under 10 seconds on the play clock. 1.5 minutes left in this game. Get a Pilot Point first down, and maybe we can take some knees. It's going to be Williamson again, and he's going to get the first down. And I imagine we're going to see victory formation here on the next snap for the Bearcats, and they've done it, guys.
Ryan, go ahead.
You got it.
I was going to say, I think you were a little cautious of saying the Bearcats are back just because you're a Longhorn fan. The last time something like that was said, it didn't go too well.
Yeah, not interested in having that conversation. We'll see in November where we are, right? We'll let the Bearcats do that talking. I'm just the voice. I'm going to say the life's back. We're having a good time, and the Bearcats are going to continue piling up the rushing yards here. Looks like we might get one more snap in this one, potentially. Depends on how bad the Palmer clock people really want this game to go another play. We're going to have to get one more snap, and I would be surprised at this point if it's not a knee. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thanks for being with us tonight. Big group number in the YouTube watching there, Facebook. Appreciate all of you. For the new people watching, like and subscribe. You're going to get all these highlights packaged during the week. You're going to get access to the coaches show. You're going to get updates. And with that knee, We have went final, and the pandemonium in Palmer is complete. The Bearcats come on the road and upset the Palmer Bulldogs 44-28 in a game that is surely to shake up this district.
Yeah, the Bearcats put a lot of great plays on film. It's going to be interesting what we can get out of these Bearcats next week for homecoming, but definitely a great victory, way to shake up the district, and looks like we got a good shot there in the playoff spot with a victory like this, Ryan.
Yeah, with some of the new improved teams in the district, never know what you're going to get on a night like this. So it's important for us to show up next week and not be on the flip side of this for homecoming. And we said this for the Bearcats going into this game. A loss in this game wasn't the end of the world. Same thing for Palmer. They'll still be very much in it. All Pilot Point did was show the whole state that we're for real, and if you come into a game with us and you think you can put it on autopilot, you're in for a long night.
Absolutely, Ryan.
Absolutely, Nordy. It's been fun here in Palmer. I'm tired of the roof. We're on the roof. We're on the roof. I'm imagining I'll be on KRLD tonight sometime between 10:30 and 11, especially for you that made the trip. FM 1080, Steve Sparkman, Steve Randall. Radio's own Steve Randall.
Yeah.
Love to talk to him tonight. From here, though, in Palmer, we're going to sign off. Thanks to Roger for manning the camera, Chance for getting us all set up, Palmer for hosting us, Jerry for the stats, shout out, and it's final here in Palmer. Pilot Point 44, Palmer 28. Pilot Point 44, Palmer 28. I've talked enough tonight. Go Bearcats.
Let's go Bearcats.